Guess we're in the street now. We're in the street now.
Are we really?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wait a little bit. No one's in here yet. We can wait a little bit.
Okay. Good.
Melody.
I need to get. Why am I yellow looking? First of all.
Because you got this light right here.
Well, can we like do something? Because I look yellow.
I want you to be yellow.
I don't want to be yellow.
You Asian.
We have yellow babies.
Oh.
We got yellow babies, y'all.
Alright. You want to not be yellow?
I don't want to be yellow. Yeah, this is not a good look for me. Me and yellow don't mix. Can you see my dude t-shirt? It didn't, yeah. Doesn't go where it's supposed to go, the dude shirt.
Alright.
Can y'all see that?
So nobody.
It's been raining. Everything looks so bad. Been a rainy day.
So if anybody needs to get in to the podcast, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, dude-stuff.com/live, and that will connect you to us. You can test out your camera and your mics and make sure everything is good, and then just join.
Wait. There you go.
So that's how you get into the live stream.
We gotta show our drinks off. Remember. There we go.
The camera's right there.
Oh.
You see it?
I know that. I see it. It's good. It's all good. We're straight.
So yeah, normally she has the black bottle, and I have the yellow bottle.
I like the black bottle.
She likes the black one. But I guess I don't know. Why did you get the black one? I guess I didn't
I
get the
left it
black.
in the car.
Oh, yours?
Mhm.
Okay, well that's fine. We got plenty. Anyways, you guys can get this on Amazon if you want. Works pretty good. It's our favorite drink container flask.
It keeps your drink
Keeps your
super
drink
cold
super
all
cold
day.
All day. As she would know, she carries that thing all day long.
Yep.
12 hours a day.
And don't try to cool yourself off with it looking sexy in a park, because it will be super cold and freeze you. So yeah, that didn't work for me. I tried it.
You did.
Yeah. I could have cut some stuff with what happened after that. Yeah.
Like diamonds?
Yeah, like that. Boing.
So you're not sick?
No.
Okay.
It's allergies. It's raining.
It's raining?
Yeah, it's raining.
It's allergies, it's raining?
Yes.
Okay.
I have allergies.
She was coughing, and I thought she was sick.
Oh no, you got corona. Go to the hospital, get tested. Please.
So I see somebody down here. I'm not sure who this is. So guess the person who just logged in. If you want to turn on, you could just turn on just your mic if you like. Or if you don't want your whole face to be seen, we can listen to you. Just test out your mic. And you can put a picture up like an avatar if you like, and use that instead. That works too. We're going to wait just a few more minutes to see who joins, and then we're going to start asking you the questions from the forum. These are the questions from last week, actually, because last week we didn't go live because Amanda was sick. Okay, she says she wasn't sick. I don't know what she was out playing hooky, maybe. I don't know. I guess she was playing hooky. But anyway, so yeah. And if you are in the forum on Facebook, let's see if I can see you, then we cannot see any of the comments from Facebook. So you have to go to the link below, dude-stuff.com/live. where you can test out your camera and your microphone and join us if you like. We're going to wait a couple minutes. Let me check out the other area to see who's there.
I'm here, people.
And she's coming back from the bathroom.
Now.
Let me check this other site here.
What's up? Give me some. Your
What
lips
am
are
I gonna do
dry.
with that?
Your lips are dry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll
think
use
so.
chapstick. I ain't gonna be using that. Can you imagine me using that? Hey, Mariah. So, Mariah, you're not gonna put your face on?
Mariah from the channel?
No, that. Oh, not that Mariah. This is probably the model Mariah, I imagine. So if you, I don't know if your mic is connected, Mariah, or you could just watch. It's up to you. But it shows that you are just logged in without your camera or mic on. That's fine. We're going to wait just a few more minutes to see who else joins in here. If you guys have any, get your questions ready. We will answer any questions that you have.
Ready.
And I haven't seen you around, Mariah, for a while, so I'm not sure if you're still modeling or what. Let me see. I guess you could type your questions there too in the chat there if you want to. Okay, so yeah, that did something. I don't know why I'm not streaming to Facebook. It looks like my Facebook stream's not streaming. I guess I got to work on that.
You gotta work it.
So, what's your favorite drink? What are you drinking?
Old Crow. No, I don't know.
Crow.
You made
hey,
it.
Did you check your earbuds? Can you hear it? Can we hear you, everybody?
Here, wait, do this to me. You got me all like in this crazy trapment over here. Wires everywhere and stuff.
It's a
At least
earbud.
It's a little cooler up in here today.
Well, that's good, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me do a
Don't have heat
test.
flashes anymore.
Make sure that we have sound here. See if you can hear you guys. Okay.
Oh, I like that. What is that?
I don't know. It's just something from that is cool. You know what I have to do? I have to figure out a way to splice that in to our feed. I'll work on that. Maybe next week I should have that running. It's a video. Looks like somebody's chatting in here. See what they gotta say. Trying to get my mic on 1 second. Okay, we can wait for you. We're just listening to music that I don't believe they can hear that. Dixie. We're just listening to Dixie.
You know what? Good. That sound is good.
Is it? Oh, by the way, here's your volume. If you want it louder.
Yeah, maybe we should turn it down a little bit.
Oh, is it too loud?
I can't even hear you.
Well, here, you control it. That's yours.
That's good. No, that's good. What you got it at?
So what do you do? What do you do when no one shows up?
What do you do?
Yeah.
We talk to each other.
Huh?
We talk to each other.
Okay.
Do you not like talking to me?
No.
Am I not interesting to talk to? Ask me a question. I'll answer.
All right. Hold on. I can't hear because this thing's like loud in my ear right now. Let me put Facebook on so I can.
He said, "I'm trying." How?
Who?
Puckett wants to join.
Jane Puckett.
Yeah.
Puckett. Well, he's got it. Look, if you look on the bottom of the screen, that is the link. If you type that in, dude-stuff.com/live, and you can join. It is hard to do because it took me a while to figure it out myself.
Okay, did I say this right? Look on bottom of the screen. Type in.
It's right there.
I know,
just click the link.
You know, he a little.
dude-stuff.com/live.
You gotta help some people.
I programmed that in, so it should redirect you. It should redirect you. Oh, somebody just popped on. Mariah. Mariah, where's your camera?
Show us your boobs.
We're waiting for you. The world wants to see you.
Give us a show. I need some excitement. I need some space.
I mean, it should ask you, do you want to show your camera? It
Do you
does,
want to show
right?
your what?
Camera.
Oh.
And you just say, yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've never been.
Do stuff. He said type and do stuff. Do's.
Dash stuff.
Dude.
Okay.
Okay. Dash stuff.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You
I give
dummy.
him the link.
And I say that in the most endearing way.
Man, why is it so hard? Well, I mean, look, just click it. It's like, people, log in.
What else was that? I just sent it to Brian.
It's blocked.
I sent it to Ginger, Michael.
It says it's blocked.
Renee. What do you mean blocked?
I don't know what it said. Okay, okay, maybe it is blocked. All right, let me just assume that it is blocked. It can't be blocked. You know why? Because she just logged in right there.
Yeah.
But let me.
I don't see her though. We don't
Well,
see her. Well, why can't we see her?
Hold on, Mariah. How do I do this? Let me give you a different link. It should be the same thing. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Pretty sure it's the same thing. So yeah, it's work. I don't, Mariah, I'm not sure. I guess
Jelly?
that's my sister.
Oh, she's gonna join tonight?
Yeah.
Ooh, good. I get to find out dirt about you and stuff. Hold on, be right back. Allergies.
Where's she at? I guess she'll.
I'm in bed.
Well, you could change your picture and just make it like an avatar if you want.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, you could just make it an avatar. I'm gonna pull you out until you can figure that out. Yeah, Mariah, there should be something that says it'll let you turn your camera on and stuff. It should say, do you want to do a test? And you say yes. And then it'll just show I mean, my sister just got on, so I guess it's working.
From a different mister. No, she's not.
It is working. Okay, we got another person that just came on.
I just heard a noise.
That's Puckett.
Puckett's on?
Yeah, he's on.
Oh, Lord.
Let me add you on.
Let the fun begin.
So Puckett, you are on, but your mic is turned off.
I told him we're going to talk about some relationship stuff tonight.
mean,
we got to deliver tonight the juice.
So you
the
can
meat.
talk if you want, Puckett. You just got to turn your mic on. Maybe it's an iPhone thing. I don't know.
Puckett's got a lot to say tonight.
Does he?
Yeah.
Why?
So be ready.
Okay.
Because I promised him we'll talk about some of their relationship stuff we've been posting.
I mean, we're not trying to air nobody dirty laundry on here.
Hey, why not? Add a little Jerry Springer to it. It makes it fun.
So we got a couple people in here.
Hey, holla for dollar. Let's see ya. How come I can't see anybody?
Because they're not turning their webcam on. You got iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Log in and see what happens. I guess all these people got iPhones. Maybe they can't do it. I don't know.
What? Ooh, my power's low.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Pocket!
Yeah,
What's up? What's up, brother?
fuck a damn iPhone.
I know. I
Hey,
got
wait got bowling. Trying to get my damn bowling.
What, are you,
Have a good time. Good time.
you at the bowling alley
Start sipping
tonight?
on that
Why
moonshine.
wasn't I invited?
Huh? We're right here at what bowling there we at?
Following me.
Sorry, Don. What's the bowling? Slater Lane. Oh, we're at Slater Lane.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not far from here.
But that's my boss's girlfriend, wife, whatever you want to call her. I can say wife, you know.
You're on our.
But they're new to this, so they don't know what we're doing stuff. But
Oh, okay.
I can talk like this. And I take advice too from women. You live, learn to live.
All right. Learn to live. I
Hey.
like that. So,
Hey,
how
I'm
are
sorry
you
about
tonight?
that dude, you know. I'm not gonna say their names, but you know. And I'm sorry. I was just trying to be funny, I guess. I was drunk. I'm
Yeah.
not drunk. I'm just
Hey,
Have a good
Pumpkin, do
time.
you have an iPhone? Are you on an iPhone?
I want a damn Android.
Okay.
Oh,
'Cause
Android. Okay.
It seems like only Androids can get on for whatever reason.
Brian said he can't get to it.
Oh, I thought my phone told me Gina and all of them are on now.
Brian said he can't
Let's
get
see.
to it either.
I mean, maybe the iPhones can't get to it. I don't know. It seems like,
Well, you got to go through the Chrome app on an Android. Because every time I kept clicking the links and everything,
yeah.
Pumpkin being all smart.
you got to go through. I kept saying go through Facebook. I kept saying go through Facebook. I thought it was through Facebook,
No.
but you got to hit the internet to use it through Android. But through
Okay. You hear that,
iPhone,
everybody? Go through the internet. Don't go through Facebook.
Okay.
And just
good.
type
Yeah,
that
but-
in.
iPhone you could probably use like Zoom or what's the other one? Zoom and Microsoft. You got to download one of those apps on it, or you got to allow the recording and all that stuff. Oh, what y'all drinking on?
What?
You know
I
me,
said, what y'all
Pumpkin.
drinking on?
What do I always drink on? Come on.
What's
Old Crow, baby. Old
shit,
Crow.
100 crow shit, something like that.
It's
I
80
think-
proof, by the way.
I know. I drink wild turkey, and you drink that damn old cheap shit.
I hate that wild turkey stuff. I'm so glad I'm not around you no more
No.
drinking that.
I quit drinking it because I had to quit drinking it because when I did drink it, I did get a little too wild. I was having a good time, and it also cost me,
I
a lot of
remember. We all remember.
Yeah.
Well, you won't be kicked out of this room, so you have no worries here. You can be yourself. We won't kick you out, right?
Huh?
We won't
Oh,
kick
no,
you out of our room.
What?
We're not
You
going
gonna
to
kick
kick
me
you
out?
out of here like previous times you've been kicked out of places.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've never been kicked out. I've always been kicked out because, so and so, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's a long story about that, but I love it. I want to see better, and I tried to do the best I could. Huh.
Do you need a tissue? Are you all right? So, Puckett, did you you commented today on our forum, right? About if you would stay with someone if they cheated on you. Now, would you stay with someone if they cheated on you?
Yeah, what? I mean, it depends on how long you've been with them and what y'all been through, and I mean, I've been put through it back. I mean, I knew in the beginning of our relationship was just friends with benefits, and we had fun. But then one night, it was just like that all night. And then one night, she rolled over and grabbed my tongue. She said, I can kiss you back 3 times. I said, no. She goes, I love you. And ever since that day, I tried to make better for her, do what she needs to do, and try to get her to do right. And every time
Take a breath, calm down. You know what? Just focus on you, and you can get her back. Just focus on you, and everything will fall into place after that.
I know I will, because I know I will. Because I know she knows I'm a congressman. I know when she looks in my eyes, I can tell she loves me, and I can. I ain't worried about what the hell she. I don't give a fuck about what she's doing in this world right now. But I guarantee you money. I guarantee you fucking money. She's always thinking about me, and she wishes I was there. But we both need. We both, and I don't want to have to do it because I know I can do it there with her. But she needs time by herself to get her
Mhm.
back like I did. You know, I left and I didn't have nowhere to go. I stepped in my truck and thank God, I went to another person's house that I shouldn't even been at. It ain't drug wise, nothing like that. It's just this guy, he snitches on a lot of people, whatever, so forth. I didn't feel comfortable moving in there, but where else am I supposed to go? I mean, it's giving me a cabin, to live in. I prayed to God. I said, God, just help me. And, not even 5 minutes after that, I got a phone call from the guy I'm with now, and I feel so much better, and I wish I had that person here just to see and enjoy it. But I don't want her to stay. I want her to stay with me for a night or two or night, whatever, so forth. But she needs time alone by herself to get her mind right, to see what crying and hurt and pain really feels like by herself instead of she gets hurt and wants to leave.
Always wanting to avoid it.
And wants to leave. It's easy for her to say, hey, leave, bye. Get the fuck out of my house. But this motherfucker, you don't know how much motherfucking shit I want to knock that motherfucker.
Well, calm down. Some people don't like to face their emotions because they feel like they're going to just unleash it all and never stop with the emotions and feelings. So they avoid it. Yeah, it's a
I'm not that kind of person. I've been through so much in my life, and I'm not going to say it because don't nobody need to know, but the two people that really know. And just like that boy texted said that kind of shit to me today. I know how he feels.
Who are we talking about? Everybody knows. I can't remember the boy's name. He said that called his brother fucking his girlfriend or whatever. That I've never experienced. So,
I'm not gonna lie.
So basically,
that's one thing I will say. I'm very proud of. I know my woman will never do that. She can talk all the shit and she can stay in front of me. She can turn it off, but guess what, motherfucker? That's mine, boy. You want to see me watch it do it? I don't give a fuck. That's my woman. She coming on me. I don't give a shit. She want to show it off. Baby, go ahead with your bad ass. That's my shit, woman. That's how I feel. And I know for a fact that she won't physically do nothing. But now what he said, his brother fucked his girlfriend, and that would fuck me up. That would. I was kind of in some situation, but some other stuff didn't happen, and it cost me a lot.
We can edit it out.
But it's okay, we needed some time apart, and I know I don't really need it, but I want her to have it by herself. And I know she did it. It happened the wrong way. And I hope she figures it out.
It sounds like both of y'all were hurting and going through stuff, and then you got together and it was.
Well, see, I wasn't really hurt. I'm not hurting over what happened. I'm over that shit's all done. We beat through that, We beat through that. I'm done with that. But she's hurting. And when she's hurting, I can't tell her no. You can't tell nobody no if they don't want to change yourself. You can't change yourself until you want to change your damn self. I can't make you change. All I can do is just try to help you. And try to guide you in the right way. Just like you did to me. You got me in the right way, and look where I'm at. And I thank her so much from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't have what I had. I wouldn't be where I'm at right today if it wasn't for her. And I wear it because I wish she would just go somewhere by herself, be alone,
Just by yourself. Sometimes in life, everybody needs to be by themselves. When you go through something bad in life like that, you need to be by yourself and think and cry. Just let, and you don't want to cry in front of nobody, but just be by yourself. You ain't got to just let it out.
Mhm.
It's a pain that you're holding a grudge on yourself that you need to just let out because you never let it out because you're always around somebody. You're trying to surround people around you so you don't feel that way.
Right.
And it's
Yeah, exactly.
I went through it, and I went through it a lot, and I went downhill, and she bumped me back up. And it's very hard. It's very, 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 very hard to do. It's not easy. But I don't know, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna go back to who I am. But she knows I'm still here. I'm not gonna give up. I'm going back to who I am. I fucking got my career back. Thank God I'm going back to what I usually do.
Yeah, they say
I was
these
doing
storms
this little
happen for a
boat.
reason, so you can refresh and
Yeah.
renew yourself.
Well,
So this happened for a reason.
Well, it happened before, and I had to place everything to the.
This is
You
a
know, come
blessing in
home.
disguise, and you'll realize that sooner or later. You'll realize it.
But I don't think it's really a blessing in disguise for me.
Well, it's a chance for you
It
to
hurts.
reevaluate what went wrong and start over.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about life.
Yeah.
We can push that button and start over again. And
Yeah,
do things
yeah.
differently and better the next time.
Yeah, you're right. But I know I
Not
had
the
some
world.
things I needed to do, and it's not just her fault or nobody's. It's my fault for what I needed to take care of. I shouldn't have to depend on nobody but me. All I need to do is depend on me to get back and forth to work every day and come home to my loving woman. And I did it the wrong way. Instead of me doing what I should have done before, I should have. But I didn't have nowhere to go, so I had to buy something so I had somewhere to go until I got really somewhere to go. And it's not her fault. It's nobody's fault but my own. And I know it stressed her out. It doesn't stress her out, but she's on top of the stress, and it's like, because I fucking worked and I did, and she has her own problems, and it's not her. It's not her problem.
Let me interrupt real quick. I kind of think people can get really overwhelmed with what's going on in their lives, so they kind of like shut down and take a break, and they get lost. They get off the path because they want to avoid all the stress. So I think that's what happens.
You're exactly right.
And I think y'all just need to reevaluate things, get back on that path, and you guys will meet back up. You guys will meet back up in that pathway sooner or later. If you're meant to be, that's
exactly
going to happen. Yeah.
But see, what I'm doing this time, man. I've got a good spot. I'm coming back to the top, and I'm at the motherfucking top. And this time, I told her, if she called me right now and told me to come home, I would, but I can't.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Because I want her to get
You guys aren't
together.
ready to merge together yet. You guys are on two different highways right now, and you need to. Did you just?
No, he must have just turned it off. Hey, Mariah, can you turn your mic on then so we could talk to you?
If you did, I wouldn't believe stop.
Okay, so turn your mic on so we could talk to you. Are you there?
Ooh, that
Yeah, can
drama.
you hear me?
Yeah, we could hear you.
Hey,
Can you hear that
what's
sexy
up?
voice?
Yeah.
Turn it up a little bit.
All right, we're just in our mic on our side. So hey, what's up?
Not much. How
Are you
guys?
still modeling? You still modeling?
Yeah, a little bit. We just had.
He checks your page out all the time.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's obsessed.
Yeah, I haven't done like a photo shoot in a while, other than the engagement pictures that me and my fiance just did. But
Yeah, I heard
congratulations.
I heard you were engaged or
Thank
getting
you.
ready to get married.
yeah, we're excited.
Oh, that must be so
When's
nice.
the big day?
So we actually were going for July next year, but now we're thinking just to move it up to March.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're looking
Well, that's
forward
cool.
to that.
That's nice. That'll be nice weather.
Yeah. So what's the topic tonight? I kind of joined
So-
in late with everything.
Well, we had a guy that wanted to express himself about his relationship, so we actually hadn't even started yet. Do you want to read some topics there?
You want to start with the first one?
Go ahead.
Would you rather work a job with easy money or something you like that didn't pay well? You do that now.
Yeah, that's why I do this.
Oh, you like being a tech man.
So, Mariah, would you rather work a job that was easy money, but you didn't like it, or would you rather do something that didn't pay any money, but you liked it?
I think at the end of the day, something that I enjoyed, because I feel like I would quit very quickly if I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, that's I think that's where we are too, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You need something that you can enjoy doing, and you can wake up and get excited about.
Oh yeah.
Not the whole routine every day. Oh God, I gotta go to this sucky job.
So what about masks? Are you if someone asked you out on a date, so if you just met your fiance and he
Yes.
wanted you to wear a mask, would you wear a mask on your first date, or would you be offended?
I mean, I guess if it was like a first date and he wanted me to, but my whole thing is like, I'll wear it because that's what they say you have to do, but I'm not wearing it over my mouth. I'll tuck it under my chin. I don't like the whole idea. It's hard to breathe, so.
Yeah, it's hard for me to breathe too.
So technically I am wearing it, but.
You're right. So, Amanda.
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No, I agree. I really only wear mine because we're supposed to, and everybody's gonna I was in 7-Eleven today and somebody was like calling somebody out for not wearing their mask. And she was like, why are you putting me on blast like that? And like an argument happened. And I was like, oh, let me just pull mine up real quick. So that's why I only wear mine. But otherwise, I have a pretty good immune system and everything. So I use a lot of hand sanitizer. I'm not all up in people's face like that. So I'm not enforcing my mask as much as people are out there.
So would you rather be judged on your looks or your wealth?
Definitely my wealth. I don't know. Money's pretty important to me for some reason. I've always been like that.
Hold on,
I feel like in some points, looks can kind of like get you in the door, but when you have a brain to back it up, then that can help you on your way to wealth.
So we got a Mike joined us.
Everyone can see and hear me, it says.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, what's
my
up?
brother from another mother. We grew
You look
up
really
together.
good.
Thank you, baby. I try. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm out here in the rain with my friends.
Gosh.
Yeah, waiting on the bus.
Okay. So we have some questions here if you want to get in on them while you're waiting for your bus ride.
Say what now?
We have some questions here if you want to get in on them. What is the one food you can eat every week?
The one food I could eat every week?
Yes.
Pizza, definitely.
Pizza? Yeah.
Pizza.
I say like sushi.
What about you, Mariah?
I love sushi.
Yeah, I love sushi too. But particular kinds, yeah.
Like, what is your favorite kind?
I like the spicy, crunchy, I don't know, from like Kroger, but I like if it's got, I like the ones with the crunchy stuff on the top. You know what I'm talking about?
Me too. And the spicy, what is that green stuff?
The
wasabi sauce.
Wasabi. That shit is, that'll wake you up.
Clear up your sinuses. Yeah, get you smelling everything good.
Yeah. You like spicy food?
I do. I love spicy food. He has a
me
hot sauce
too.
sitting on the table. I was eyeballing. I might steal that. I love
There's like
spicy
5
food.
of them in there.
I put hot sauce in my spaghetti. You did? It's good, isn't it? See?
That's something.
See, that's why we're related. I know we're related now. You like spicy stuff because we're spicy hot. And he's gone.
So Mariah, what about you? What food could you eat every day or once a week?
Probably beef stew. I love it.
Beef stew? Yeah, that's good. I like beef stew.
Yeah.
So actually that brings up a good point. One of my friends was posting how to make a beef stew. So do you put your vegetables in first or last?
First.
First? Really? Explain
Well,
that.
I do it in a slow cooker, so you just put it all together, really.
Right?
So.
Yeah, and that's kind of what she said too. But I guess I like my vegetables last because sometimes they get too mushy and
Mushy.
I
I
don't
don't
like
them
them
mushy.
really
Yeah.
mushy. So
I like them with a little bit of crisp, you know?
yeah. But I guess it's all what you like.
Yeah.
So let's see. So Mariah, of the men that you dated, what is the shortest guy you've ever dated?
Shortest guy.
In height, yeah.
High five.
I don't know. There was like one that lasted like a week, and he was like probably like 2 or 3 inches shorter than me, and I'm 5'7.5", so that was pretty weird.
Oh, did he have a problem with that? Like, was he like insecure about that?
He was one of those where he was like had to. I don't know how to describe it. Like he had to make up for it in his ego, so his ego was really big.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
We don't like big egos.
No.
No.
What about you, Amanda? What's the shortest guy you ever dated? Time and height.
I dated like this little Asian. I don't know how short he was. He was really short though.
Asian? You dated an Asian
Yeah,
guy?
he was a dentist. Yep. Sure was. Yep. He was a little short Asian. And I felt like, okay, I could take him, I could beat him up, So I felt really powerful around him. So I kind of like that. It's kind of neat for a change.
And what about how long did you date him?
About a month. Yeah.
A month?
Yeah, he was a player. He was a doctor, a dentist. Didn't last long.
So what's the next question here? Somebody's trying to join, I guess. Oh my gosh. Why can't people go to the...
I know we get hit up 1,000 times when we're doing this with people wanting to know how.
Somebody wants to join.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, so much fun.
Hold on just a second.
So how did y'all come up with the podcast idea?
How did we come up with this?
I don't know. At my kitchen table.
Oh, but
We were just sitting around talking about crazy stuff, and we would be laughing at it. And we're like, we need a show like this where everybody's just sitting around talking about everyday stuff that's going on in the world and with celebrities and stuff. I mean, we were laughing at our own jokes and having a good time, and we were like, we need to film this. So we finally did it. Yeah.
Yeah, we just yeah. Actually, this guy right here, Mr. Christos, he was doing his little podcast, and I was like, hey, if Mr. Christos could do a podcast, then we ought to do a podcast.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna need some royalties. I'm seeing this looks a lot like my joint. I'm like, you guys are taking a lot of my stuff, man.
Well,
No, it
we're
looks good, man. It
inspired.
looks good.
You should be honored.
Yeah. Well, I like your set though. Your set is really. I like this live on the air, and those T-shirts are awesome, man.
Oh, thank you. I like your background. Looks all
Yeah,
fancy.
Yeah, thanks. I
like
just bought the place. I needed a place up north. So.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you need to invite us over for a party sometime,
Yeah, that's how you do it. What's the topic today? What are you guys talking about?
Well, we're just talking about what is the shortest height person that you've ever dated, and the shortest amount of time that you've ever dated somebody.
Wow. So the short, huh? The short.
Mhm.
The short.
Men like short women, though.
Do they?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
like
most people.
short
I think most guys do. Yeah.
You know that.
Why?
That
Why is
girl I
that?
Mm-hmm.
Like the tall girls get like,
She probably knows who it is too.
what is up
It's
with that?
dominance. I think it's probably dominance thing. Like they like you don't want to look up to a chick. Like unless you're a mama's boy, maybe then you might say that's okay. But I think most
No,
men
I
want to
You're at the right height.
I like tall women too. Actually, I like tall.
You
tall.
like supermodels.
Well, back then I used to date models, and I used to like tall girls then. But actually, I like short girl now.
Oh, why is that?
Nah,
No, do tell.
anybody, I guess. I'll take them all.
He's like, when you're thirsty, you can't be picky. You
Nah.
drink when you can.
Yeah, I'm like a camel. I'll drink what I can.
You drink when you can. Yeah, that's good stuff.
So, but yeah, the shortest amount of time, I don't know.
Yeah, probably
Most
a
of-
week for you.
A week.
Yeah,
Why would I date for a
flavor
week?
of the week.
No, I never dated
Be
anybody
real.
that. I never dated anybody for a short amount of time. Like
I mean,
date.
what about like maybe like does it count like when you're in school and then you like have a crush on the girl and then she's like, yeah, I like you, and then that's Tuesday and then Thursday she's like she doesn't like you. Is that count?
Yeah, I
Or-
like you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it could count.
right?
Could it
It's like,
count?
oh, what happened? Like, yeah.
I
Is
don't
that
remember.
dating? I don't know. Like, or you know, you meet somebody and you think they're cool and you go on 2 or 3 dates and then you're like,
And then
no,
you like get bored of them. You're like, you're
Yeah.
not what I thought or expected. I've kind of been there.
are you talking about like a relationship? Like, okay, we said this is the thing where, you know, we're a couple, and then how short like that thing is that how serious it has to be or what?
It's open to interpretation, I guess.
Yeah.
Just fun question.
I mean, I would say in that situation, like, you know, I've met girls today and then I didn't like them, and 2 days later I didn't like them anymore. Like, yeah, you're on my nerves.
This seems to be like a guy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
what is that?
But
Yeah.
relationships where I'm like, you know, this is a thing, and then it turned out to not to
You'll
be.
like go head first, and you're like,
That's
I
a girl
will
thing,
commit
too.
the hell out of you, and then you're like, wait a minute, never mind. Cold feet. I changed my mind. There's other
Yeah.
fish out there I want to try. I don't know what it is about you guys that do that.
No,
Y'all like
girls
change your
do
mind
that
up.
too. Girls so do that too.
I don't think so. I see it more with guys. I think because they're like lusting and full of desire at first, and then they're like, oh, I gotta invest time in you and do this and do that. Oh no, back up, pause. But you know, I think
I guess you get caught up in the moment sometimes, you know?
yeah, I guess so.
You get caught up in the moment. Things are going good, you know? And then life happens.
I don't
Like-
know. I mean, I see. I've been to Great American Ranch a few times in the past month. I see some girls there with a different dude every week.
Oh, really?
She's
Yeah.
one of those. What are they called? Da 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 hoes.
That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
no.
So you're saying it's just dudes, though?
I just see a lot of dudes like are all in it at first, or like head first, like a train, and then they're like, they pump the brakes and then they back out, and you're like, what happened? I thought we were jiving. I thought things are great. It's like they got to change their mind about like commitment, like cold feet or something.
I can see that.
I've changed it because I've gotten to know either like maybe where she lives, and I'm like,
What
oh,
does that have to do
What
with
does
it?
that have to do with where
Where
she
she
lives?
lives.
She can live in a box, but that doesn't have to do with her character or anything.
No, I don't
You know,
think
I'm
it-
talking, I
As
mean,
soon
not
as you
like,
said that, I was
not
like,
like
ooh.
I'm outside the house. I mean, like I go inside the house and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not that. You know, like yeah, we're not doing that. And so
I
that
see what
yeah,
you're saying.
you
Just push
Are
the
you
stuff-
saying like how
I mean,
to
like you
live
go there and there's
their
like
life?
clothes all over the floor, like there's like
I can
old
see
ham
that.
sandwiches,
Oh,
just
I
like
totally
roaches
can see
crawling
that.
on the sandwich, and it's like just
But you
cereal
know
boxes
what?
knocked over. It's just nasty.
That's
Like
where-
wow, this is how you live.
Good
And she's
man
just like,
comes
oh, it's
see that.
cool, and just like grabbing stuff.
You make a power team. Where she lacks in, you come in and improve it.
There you
I mean,
go.
no, you know, I'm all for that, but then there's sometimes where it's just too much work, right? You're like, I don't want to fight that work. You don't want to fight that
So-
battle.
Such investment
At
in
least
work.
have some kind of commonality
It'll
where
take you like 2
you
years
have
to
similar
fix.
goals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, there's some logic in that. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't have it on top of my memory, but y'all ever heard of the 5 needs of men and women?
It's 5 love languages, right?
The 5 love
No,
languages.
that's different. Yeah, it's 5 love languages. I know about that: gifts, physical touch, etc. And I say etc. because I can't remember the last 3. But the 5 needs of men and women. Let me just look those up real quick. See, you saw one of them right away.
What do you say?
And one of them is domestic support. See, you're looking for domestic needs.
That's their need, domestic support.
That's a
yeah,
good
it's one of them. So let me pull it up. So let me do the women first, so that way y'all can't jump on the men. So 5 needs of women. Where is your read more?
I need a bartender.
Okay,
Yeah, I know
so
where
here you go.
it's looking.
Check this. And God, I believe God has like a 6th sense of humor. So when I went through this seminar a while back. It was like a mentor mindset type of deeper than Tony Robbins kind of thing, more for entrepreneurs, right? So the number one thing that women needs is affection without necessarily leading to sex. Without necessarily leading to sex. It can lead to sex without necessarily leading to sex. Now, how many times have a man given you affection, not wanting sex? That's the work part of it, right? The next part that women needs is conversation. They want to be able to discuss things and talk about things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and
like in the beginning when you're all chatting with each other and then it like comes to the screeching halt. Like, what is up with that?
I understand. I get that. Lastly is trust and honesty. I get that. I appreciate
big foundation
that.
there where you build on.
Isn't that everybody? Doesn't everybody need those things?
Yeah, not in that order. Not necessarily in that order. Not necessarily. So let me finish. Let me finish the women, and we'll get to the men.
Go ahead.
Number 4, financial security and support. Yes, I said that. Financial security and support. That's why dudes with a lot of money.
You gave that to a woman
the
once.
girl.
Where is she now?
All of them. All of them.
Well, that don't matter. I
Have
guess.
I ever been with somebody I didn't take care of?
And then lastly, because this is the continuation of, you know, the DNA, right? The need for you to be a good father to the children. And a good father is not just being a good father, but it's also being giving your children time and attention. So those are the 5 needs of women. All right, let's go to the men.
He's done his homework.
Check this out.
I mean, for me, those things all sound
I've done research, not just homework. I've done research. Like this.
He's taking notes on what women want.
Notes, right?
Oh yeah. Copious. All right. So number 1 should be no surprise.
It's a dating site you wanted.
Y'all tell me what's the number 1 need for men? What's the number 1 need for men? I don't even have to say. Yeah, you go. Sexual hormone.
I feel like when they don't get it, they get moody or something. I don't know.
We do.
I mean,
hell yeah, we do. We got like.
Y'all are very affectionate beings too. Like if you don't get it, you're like, she doesn't like me or find me attractive. And y'all like pout about it.
Because you understand, you know, I'm going to give you the logic behind all this. My personal opinion on logic all this. So, number 2, companionship, recreational and social and intellectual companionship. We need, you know what? We like to sex, but we'd like to have somebody we could get along with. We could do things with. Number 2. Number 3, the need for his wife to maintain her attractiveness. We like
See, to me, that doesn't matter to me.
Oh, he's so sweet.
And
we all get old and wrinkly, guys. Come on.
As my ancestor said, you a liar.
I really don't think that matters because we all get old and wrinkly. You know, gravity pulls us down. You really got to be in love with that soul inside.
Even with like, if you're like working full time and you've got a house and like
you got kids.
Oh my god,
you don't have time to be all vanity like and messing with your hair.
You still want.
When you eventually,
I'm telling you, men still want a certain level of attractiveness. As they get older, obviously. But here's the thing: they get it because look, they get older too. But if you notice,
I'm sure they want that, but that's not reality.
but usually they in general, it's particularly
wake up all that coffee.
I hear you. But it's
you're in a wonderland.
They usually want
your wife taking care of the kids and
they
cooking.
Want 10 years, a negative 10 years
all the time.
But that's why, like really successful men, right? They usually marry at least 10 or get with somebody 10 plus.
Yeah, because you know why? They think that makes them look like something like they've made it in the world. They got this arm trophy now.
No. Even one that are kind of reclusive. Even one that are reclusive. I find that like particularly men, that's what they want. It's built into our DNA. Just like women wants guys who can support them. I mean, that's why they do that, right? See, people think it's shallow one way or another. I think it's a good mutual exchange if that's agreed upon.
What are you gonna say?
I mean, you look at it all around the world.
Scared to talk?
All around the world.
I mean, I think that a lot of guys are that way, yeah. But I'm not really that way. I don't.
What way are you?
No,
Okay.
this is not 100%. This is Pareto's principle, right? 80-20. Now, you might go roll with it because that's all you can obtain, but this is generally what they want. Let me finish this, and then let's dialogue a little more.
Okay.
Number 4, to have good domestic support, a domestic helper, but also domestic manager that can help them like manage kids, the household, etc. Number 5.
I think that's probably true.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, absolutely true, without question.
Yeah,
and that's why I think there's so many broken marriages, is because the wife now is expected to go out in the world,
everything.
home. Yeah, everything, and I think they may need to go out there, whether it's to bring in a little more income or just have some self-fulfillment purpose, etc. But in my estimation, my belief, it's still, for the majority, 80-20 now. You have some anomalies where the wife brings home the bacon, the guy stays at home. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody agree upon it. But in large, and I'm going to give you the logic behind that in a second, they want women to help them to be able to provide, because women are much more nurturing, right? And guys are like, get the damn thing done, or go pick the thing up, where the woman's like, oh, you got your boo-boo, all that. Men generally aren't that way. And then lastly, the need for their wives to respect them, or their partner to respect them. So
Respect is
well,
earned.
I think both of them need that.
Yeah, it's earned. It goes both ways.
Yeah, it is. But those are the top 5 needs. I'm not saying you don't have any of those, right? I think those are the top 5 needs. But I think the conversation for women is part of that respect. Hey, you respect, because men want to fix things, right? The respect is, hey, appreciating what you have to go through the whole day, take care of the kids, or doing whatever you do to kids, and their respect. So the respect,
now we get someone.
it's just the language, right? Just listening to them, right?
Yeah.
We just want to fix the damn thing. Okay, you got a problem with the kids? Hey, let me smack them upside the head or something. I don't know, right?
Problem solvers.
But it's the conversation. It's like, oh, tell me about your day. Oh, it's just, oh, that must suck. That's all. And I'm not saying I do that. I'm great at it. I've done that, but I don't do that as consistently, clearly, because I'm divorced. I'm not saying it's all my. Hey, I'm not saying it's all my fault. Hey, there's a. As they say in that movie, Heat, right? Robert De Niro. Hey, there's a flip side to that coin. But those are the 5 needs in order. So real quickly, I'm rolling with it today. So bear with me. I know I'm being a pain in the ass a little bit, and I'm trying to dominate kind of conversation. But there's also a book, because I've read a lot of stuff, and it's just all coming out tonight. There's a book called Men Are Like Waffles, Women Are Like Spaghetti. Have you ever heard of that book?
No.
Okay. Waffles. Really enlightening to you. You could chop this one up here. This is good. This is good shit here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. So men are like waffles, women are like spaghetti. So men have our little boxes, thus the waffles, right? We have our work box, we have our family box, we have our sports box, we have our kids box, and we even.
I just said that.
Check this out. We even have our do nothing box, which women can't understand. Women be like, what do you think about nothing?
You're flipping through the channel. Like, you're not even looking at anything. You're just flipping. That's your nothing box.
Shit comes through our heads. I'm not saying it's nothing. But I'm not really thinking about nothing. Oh, sports. My wife did that. My kid does it. It's just really nothing. Guys, I don't know. Help me. I don't know if I have a nothing box. I'm like, my mind's just floating, right?
No, I get it. I got that too.
I did nothing box. I'll leave me alone box. Score 1 point. I dumped the trash.
There you go.
Leave me alone now.
Yeah. So, but the question is, why is that so? Why is that so?
Because we have 2 different brains. We're so different, men and women.
No. Let me tell you where it comes from. So back in the caveman days, right? Fred and Barney, we went out, right? We went out to kill the T-Rex to bring home to the camp. And Fred's going, y'all got to be quiet. They got, they're trying to kill the T-Rex. And if you moved, you did anything stupid, you died. That's why men like to, well, until the last 100 years, like the men to hunt. And all we do, we would sit there, we just focus. And there's actually, scientists have this study where you actually, there's euphoria and just this constant focus. Because if you don't, you die. Now, conversely, back at camp, Betty and Wilma sitting there cooking their T-Rex, right? You got Bam Bam and Pebbles, they're playing. Wilma needs to go to the woods, do her bathroom thing. She goes, yeah, Betty, I got it. Bam Bam, she'd be slapping her hand, Bam Bam's hand, telling Pebbles, stay close to the camp. And, they come back, they're talking about how Fred was snoring, Barney couldn't get it up,
What?
all this stuff coming to camp, right? And then Industrial Revolution happened, and now when we're siloed into these apartments and they don't get any interaction, all they have is soap operas because they need that stimulation. They need all this going on. That's why they're spaghetti, all this stuff. They need all this interaction because that's how they manage the little base camp. Thus, the 5 Needs Men and Women, which I just pulled up. That's why those things are the way they are. And that's my thesis. And then I'm going to give your show back because I just downloaded the show. What are your thoughts about that? That's my 2 cents. Maybe probably a nickel or a dime there.
What do you think?
Yeah.
And we need a little bit of everything.
I agree with that. The whole,
We need
especially
spice. We need interaction with conversations. We need help with the children and the housework. We need a little bit of everything. We're not that simple as our boxes.
I like the boxes though.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, you wouldn't be a man if you
No,
did.
the boxes is cool. I would say too. Yeah, I would say too that this even tying into what their question was the shortest time you dated somebody.
Digress.
I have a friend, and he says he's got this girl that's gonna come and stay with him, right? So he's gonna move in to help him out because he needs some help with his rent. He's living alone. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool. I said, so you got a new girlfriend? I'm just teasing him. He's like, nah, she's hideous, she's ugly. I say, send me a pic. And he sent me a pic. She's this like Spanish chick, like she's not hideous, none of that. I said, okay, you think it's gonna be just friendly, but it's gonna turn into something more. Oh no, I got this covered. He starts telling me her story. I'm just really helping her out. She was in a bad relationship. She got abused, all these other things. I said, dude, that's a terrible setup. And here's the reason why. Because she's going to go there and he's going to be nice to her. And she just came from a situation where somebody wasn't being nice to her. And she's going to say, I like that. And there's going to be a little flirting. And then he's going to see that she's responding back and he's going to feel good about that. And this is how every relationship starts. Somebody does something nice for you. You do something nice back. We're all putting on our best behavior. And that attracts us because we want to be treated nicely. We want to be treated with respect. We want to be felt like we matter to somebody, like they want us and that we have value. And then after a couple of weeks or so, you're like, hey, did you drink the last soda? And that's the first time you're mean to them. You're like, no, it wasn't me. You're like, whatever, can you get some more? And so then it starts to fall apart and we start revealing how we can be conflicting in these things. And then they say, oh, the relationship is not like it was when we first met. And I wish we could go back to that. And it was so great in the beginning. Because in the beginning, we were just filling those gaps of where we came from, that past hurt or that loneliness, right? Because we were by ourselves. Nobody wants to be by themselves. That's why they were in a relationship in the first place. And they're not in it anymore because it didn't work out. And whatever happened in that situation, rather it was they couldn't get along or they were mean to each other. As soon as somebody comes along that's getting along with them, are they not being mean to each other? Are they listening? Are they, giving them their time? They're respecting their boxes or whatever that is. It's naturally going to attract you into that. And that's how we talk about what's attractive to somebody. And that's it, right? Letting people have that feeling. But those things fade. And what Nate said is really key. We have to remember what the core of each person has. What's the core things we need, right? Women need to be heard. They don't need their problem solved. They just want you to hear what they're saying.
Oh, yes.
Right? Men want to feel like they've done something. Tell them, thank you so much for taking the trash out. That was awesome. Like, good job. Yeah. Men want to feel successful.
Like sympathy. Like, I feel for you. I understand, babe. That kind of thing.
You want them to cry every day?
No. That would be cute.
No. You know what? Women don't want us to cry only once in a while. They really don't want us to cry, except in a rare.
I love a man that cries. Are you kidding me?
Not early, though.
Are you kidding me right now?
I guarantee you, not early.
Well, So I
You
think
want about like your child was born.
I love Amanda shows a sensitive side.
Hold on, Mariah, go ahead.
so with what let's see, on the group it says Mr. Christos, right?
Yeah.
So I think my opinion is whenever somebody can help somebody out, no matter their situation, yes, but there's boundaries. So like a similar situation, I had a girl that was a friend of a friend that had called me up, and she just needed somewhere to, put her kids' stuff for a little bit. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And she ended up staying here for a night. But, I mean, I have a fiance and a house, and it's a 1-bedroom apartment, so it's kind of tight. So, yeah, let her keep her stuff here. I let her stay a night, but you just gotta have boundaries with that stuff. So I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
People will
definitely
take a
help
mile.
somebody out, but don't let them go too far with it, and just set the boundaries from the get go. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to like
absolutely.
draw that line and tell them not to close that, because once you open that floodgate and you let stuff slide, they just think it's okay and they keep doing it. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Yeah.
To the right.
What are you drinking on, Nat?
I'm drinking really good bourbon. Oh, y'all want to see what I'm drinking? I drink good shit. Sorry. I'm
he said
clearly
I'm
I've drank probably at least one more than I should. I'm a bourbon guy. I like bourbon.
We're
I got a
bourbon
little bit
too.
We're all
We're bourbon too.
I don't know many females that like bourbon or Old Crow.
What is that, Nat?
Wow, what is that?
Zoom in closer. I want to see.
He bought the club out.
It's like, I know, right?
So,
It's like,
all right, let me flip. Can I switch the camera? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can.
oh,
switch
show
the
me what you
camera.
got. Come on, bring it over here.
Yeah, y'all can come here. Y'all can do the show here.
You'll do the show there.
I can't.
Hell,
There
let's
you
do
go.
that. Let's do that one night. Come on, let's
Yeah, all
let's
right.
change it up.
Yeah, we should. All right, so I will try to do my best because I can't flip the camera around. So I got
Like,
Sazerac. I got
here, but a good time.
E.H. Taylor, Eagle Rare. I got some Japanese whiskey.
I need my alcohol like brought in.
I got Angels. I got every little everything, but my favorite is bourbon and whiskey.
See, if we came over there, we'd float all that.
I got some Basil Hayden. I got Mike Cheers.
And then we
I
forget to
got
like
Blood
turn the
Oath.
camera
Oh,
off.
Blood
It'd be
Oath.
all bad. All bad.
Maybe we could have a party and just like invite everybody over there.
Party
You
over
know,
here.
from
party.
the whole
Yeah,
site.
just
Whole
just
site.
bring some beautiful women like yourself and
Like
a little-
yourself. You're so beautiful.
Oh, come on. You know what I'm saying. There's only one woman here. Jesus. And I can see anyways. There's another woman there, but I like Angel's Envy, McKenna 10 Year. I got some Woodford, Knob Creek. Like
Sounds like you got
Why are you divorced? Your women should be good, liquored up, and happy.
Now here. Wait a second. Now here's the question, Nate.
What?
Let's see your refrigerator.
You're
I was thinking about the refrigerator probably empty. You got 2 sandwiches and a half Coke. Yeah.
I'm a provider, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm a provider. Yo, check this out. Watch this. Check this out.
Watch this. Oh, look at your boy.
Wow.
So you got,
I see the boathouse in there. Oh, he's got
Trench
some
side,
good
right?
stuff. He got the boathouse in there.
All right.
Trying to take care of things.
Alright.
Nat, why are you alone
All right.
tonight?
I got a little like. All right.
That's
Hey.
it, bro.
You got
it.
Look, I'm a single dad, so I got to take care of the youngsters too, right?
Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
then,
take care of
and
the
then,
kids,
You gotta have your club in the house, right?
Yep, hot pockets and stuff. Yep, there
yeah.
you go.
Hey, I got taquitos. Every time I invite people, they love my taquitos. I get some taquitos. I got
Better
some
invite us.
I always got some bourbon flavored ice cream. I love my refrigerator.
I love ice cream.
Bourbon flavor
I got,
ice cream.
I got
Well,
nice
Serious.
micro. I got nice
What is
oven.
it?
I'm stocked, my pantry's stocked. Hey,
Who is that?
don't give me this. I'm a schmuck single guy, dude. Come on, man. I represent.
I've been
I'm
there where I've had to
hard.
like have a club in my
Provider.
house, downstairs, and yeah, you know. that's what
Oh,
we
you
do.
want a club? You want a club? Yo, I got the karaoke going on.
You got
Where's the
You
light?
wanna
I got the
make-
karaoke speaker. It's dark in here, but I got a badass karaoke speaker. You know,
Do you have the heart shaped
I'm
band
not
that
like
like
Korean karaoke
runs
or
around
Filipino.
too?
A nice little Bluetooth karaoke. I don't play. Oh, I even got the blue light special. Y'all want to club a little bit? Check this out.
Yeah, that's
Hang
the
on a
first guest
second.
on Tech Talks right there, buddy. All his
Look.
little high tech stuff he can do his demos.
Party
Look at
over
that.
here, party over
Probably got
here.
everything
I
hooked
know
up to one remote.
What?
And you don't have girls like falling
Oh,
all over
boy.
you. You're like a super nerd. You've got it all. You've got the alcohol too, and the
And the
nerd
alcohol
quality.
and the disco.
Oh,
Disco,
man.
disco.
Hey.
Disco,
Here's the
disco.
thing: is this is what I say. Look, you can have one thing, that's great. You can have two things, great. If you can throw everything at it, why not? That's what I want back. Look, you just have to go 70-80% of me. You don't even have to go 100 of me. You get 70,
Okay, Nat, I got a
80%.
question. Hold up. All right,
Yeah.
so you got it all, right? You got the
No, I don't
the
have it all. 'Cause
technology.
I don't have, clearly,
Right.
there's
No,
I'm
hold
on the
up.
show
I
and
want to
I'm not
ask you
with
a question. I'm going with
homegirl's
this.
not
Hold
with
up.
me. Okay, go ahead.
I follow me here. So you got the technology, the alcohol, the club lights, the mood setter. Tell me now, in a relationship, has it ever gotten old, and what have you done to spice it up? Do you even spice it up?
I do. So, but I get frustrated easy. So here's the thing.
I think
At
men
least the
forget.
person I'm with, I can't say this blanket with everybody. Look, I'll give you 2 for 1. I'll give you 3 for 1. When I go 4+ for 1 in return, that frustrates me, and then I get disenchanted. So again, I don't expect. Look, I do 2 nice things. You don't give me 1 nice thing back. That's fine. 3 nice things. You might give me 1 nice thing. Okay. 4 nice things. There's an expectation here, and whatever you quantify that nice thing is, yes, usually it's sex in whatever fashion you choose, but it's also it could be not as
You're like, I
little
earned
for
it.
entrepreneur type. Hey, I earned.
Okay.
I earned. But
What would make
it could
you earn
be as
it?
simple.
What would
Sex,
you do
blowjobs,
if you were in a
other
relationship
things.
with a girl and stuff? Like, what do you think would consist of you earning like awesome ass sex one night?
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah. What
Like I earn it? Oh man, I do the vacations here and there. I don't do as vacations as much. I'm infatuated. The biggest problem is depending on who the woman is. You need to get my attention because I will wind up getting more infatuated, for lack of a better term, with my work than the woman if she doesn't get my attention.
You need
I was
somebody
gonna
to
that's
add,
a
on your
problem.
toes all the time.
I was gonna say the same thing, but I was gonna say that I know that I can get so selfish that where I'm just thinking about my job or the work I'm doing or whatever task is in front of me, I can really become fixated. I like things to get done. I don't want them to sit around. So I'm like, let's knock this out, whatever that is, projects I'm on. And because I know that I can do that, because I do that, I then will purposely say, you know what, I'm going to do this thing for my wife, not because of any other reason, but because I know that I've probably been selfish lately.
Out of guilt. You do out of guilt.
Out of guilt?
No, not out of guilt. I mean, that
I
know
was
that
out
I'm
of
like,
guilt.
I know that I can
I'll
go
let
there,
him
so let
finish.
me do these things.
I can see where he's coming.
And I
with
try to
this.
do those things on a consistent basis, not like I'm saying to her, like, okay, I've done 47 things or whatever. Or, in our early relationship, I used to try to do things for her birthday to say, now you got to do this for my birthday. Let's just try to compete with each other and have expectations. Or I had the kids for 3 days. Now you got to do this for me. And I shifted that to because I always got disappointed and it always turned into an argument because I was mad that I didn't get what I wanted. I'm attacking her for her failure there. She's probably not even aware of what she's done and vice versa. She does the same to me. So now I'm at a place where I say, I just want to be good to you. I just want to do what I can for you.
Exactly.
I just want to be a partner.
Really be good to each other,
Yeah, I just want to be a partner in any way I can. It doesn't mean that I don't get frustrated sometimes, and I still say, hey, I might have had the kids 4 or 5 days in a row, and it's like I need you to do this now.
But there's probably a reason for that, I'm sure.
As a team, yeah. But for the most part, it's just that if I can, whatever it is, she says my feet hurt, I'm like, okay, listen, let's go in here. I'm gonna just do the whole thing, the bath, the rub, the whole thing. because you know take care of that. And then you go to sleep, and I expect to do the same thing tomorrow. I say, hey man, it's been a long day. My neck hurts. I want her to just take me all the way through it. Neck rub, shoulder rub, take me in the bedroom, put me to sleep. I can't do no more. 2-3 rounds. Like that's because that's how we, right? If we're treating each other that way, how can we be mad at each other? How can we be disciplined? How can we say
Exactly.
I want that to end.
Yeah, I agree. You
Right?
we're one.
We're gonna
person.
fight. We're gonna fight about dumb stuff. We're always gonna have something to fight about. So let's try to do those things right without the expectation or without anything, just because we want to be good to each other. So when we do fight, it's like, well, that's stupid. Who cares who, did do this or whatever? You know what I mean? You got to balance those things out.
Like when you've had the kids for X amount of time, you start to feel like, oh, I'm being taken for granted. She needs to give me something. Is that how you feel?
No, I just really think, hey, I've had them for this many days. Can you give me tomorrow? And she says, no. I say, well, okay, how about Saturday? Can we get a day that I just got this? Because I got things that I have to do. I'm not trying to force you to change up what you got to do, but I do have these things to do. And then she'll say, I got them Saturday. Great. Then on Saturday, I expect you to just leave me to do what I have to do. And sometimes it doesn't happen that way. And I have to be patient because I know that maybe she substituted what she was going to do that day to do that for me. She's still going to, in her mind, like, I still got to take this thing, do that. So I try to be flexible, and I'm appreciative that she gave me the time that she did. And so
that's good. Compromise.
As long as we keep talking to each other and find out what's happening.
Why are you looking at me like
A lot
that?
of times, because a lot of times, anytime we have a fight or an argument, it's usually that we're only looking at ourselves. Right?
That's
And so
true.
whenever you do that, you say, wait a second, I know that we're fighting because I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at, I got to do this. I've had to do this. I got to keep, I. So before we even get there, I say, wait a second, let me step back to find out what's all these.
Gotta look at it from both point of views. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I like you, Crystal.
What
We
we're
get along
doing-
well, man. We might have an
Yeah,
offline conversation.
We all should hang out. We should all do a show in the
Yes.
same room.
Yes.
Oh,
I was
dude,
supposed to do a
if
chip
y'all do
commercial with
that,
her,
my
right?
people will come.
You remember that?
Look,
Yeah.
I have a lot of
And she
influence. That's
bailed.
what y'all need is some marketing. Y'all need some like big spheres of influence.
Yes. See, we're about to shoot a commercial for this. I came with the idea. So
Just now.
you need to get Mariah in
Now.
on it.
You can do that,
No,
but it's
it's
about
not
spheres of influence. It's spheres of influence. Who wants to listen to that person? So every person has a minimum of 250 people influence.
Who is that?
So how do you tap into each of those 250? And out of those 250, let's just say because of the night, the time, the situation, the context of being married or kids, whatever, 10% show up, right? So 10%, that's 25 people. But you got to market that to each of those influencers.
You heard that?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
No, you didn't.
You got to market it to the influence.
I mean, I've
Yeah,
never
but
heard
and
when
how
they
much
talk
do you
like me.
market to your influence, right? Because it should be 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. That's 125. We should have
Well, you're
125. Let's say we really suck. Let's split that 125 to 62 and a half. Let's go down 62 and a half. But even let's say we really suck. Cut that 62 and a half in half. That's 31. You can cut it in half
I mean,
again. That's 15. That's 15 and a half.
That's
but
your
we're not
that's
doing
your
that. We're not
wow.
pushing it out there.
So
Well,
what
I don't
should we
have
do?
any reason to do it. You got how much do you post in your personal network?
Everybody on here is my personal network.
Yeah, but how much do you post and reach out and call, text, say, I got a show going on tonight. Come watch it.
No,
I'm forever doing
just
that.
on what you see
Call
online.
me somebody at a gas station. I'm like,
I don't do
hey,
it that
look at my
much, to be honest.
show. You gotta check
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
Somebody
so
I
you only
had
do
a
it
brief
to do
conversation
stuff.
with.
You only do it to do stuff, and
Yeah,
nobody knows
true.
what do stuff is.
True.
You got to do your
True.
personal network. You're totally responsible for a minimum 5 to 10 people on the show. Minimum. So you got me on. That's one. I don't know who.
Everybody on here is my circle.
Wait, who else
Okay,
is
so
on
that's
here?
5.
We see them all when they're on.
4. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3. You got
Except for actually Amanda.
You need 2 more.
Amanda brought a couple people on here.
I always bring people on.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, so Amanda, you're as beautiful as you are. Goodness gracious, you could at least be 10.
Oh,
I got a
thank
show.
you.
I need you to do me. Oh, easy. I just don't know if you're as beautiful.
She ain't even complimenting me. Go
That was funny.
ahead.
I don't know if you're as beautiful on the inside. I only known you for 3 episodes, really. But
What do you
on the
think,
outside,
Evan?
it's beautiful as you are.
Am I beautiful on the inside?
I don't know.
I cussed them out when I was 14, but I have really softened up around the edges.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Easily, Amanda, minimum, if you say, I need you to do me a big favor. I need you to check out my show. Stay on for 15 minutes. If you don't like it, you can leave. Can you do this
I do
personal
it
favor?
all
to me?
the time. And
Do
even if
you
they don't-
say it like that? You say that.
I
Personal
think-
favor, you
I think the-
promise.
Okay, so promise him first.
Promise. Pinky
Yeah,
swear.
if you do that, I guarantee you'll get minimum 5, if not 10 people, if you say it that way. Guarantee.
From what I've seen, it seems like people can't get into this chat group.
That's what the problem
Everybody on here now has had trouble getting
It
in.
is. You gotta explicitly say, click on this link and have this
Why
link
don't
provided.
you guys use Zoom?
Well, I don't know really.
That would be
It's really good, yeah. Now here's
Why
the
don't
thing
we-
though,
why don't we?
it's like a maximum amount, but just like starting out you could use it. I think it's like 50 to 100 people when you start out.
And you can record that too,
So-
by the way. So if
Yeah,
you
what I
want
would say about
cut
Zoom
it
though,
up.
it's not really set up to do like a broadcast. Like this is set up to do like you got this little runner on the bottom. There's a lot of other things you can
Oh, that's
do
true.
that he's not
Yeah,
taking
that's true,
advantage
Krista.
of. Yeah, this is more designed for this. But also too, what you need to do, Gavin, is that link that you got. Like you're just posting it in your group, but I post my stuff everywhere. I send it out in text messages. I put it on emails. I click that link. Yeah, so that folks can just click the like Link said, just click the link. And
Yes,
I change my
I
link
agree with
every
you
week
there.
because I don't want to make sure
I
that
agree with you.
if say somebody was in last week and I didn't like them, I don't want them just to be able to jump back in. So I change my link every week. You got the same link. So yours, I see you got this do
Hey.
stuff /live.
I just
Crystal, real
did
quick
that.
before I forget, reach out to me afterwards. I want to know what kind of show you got.
Yep.
I want to know what show you got because I think we would jive well. Go ahead, continue. Didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
All right, so I guess we're done with that topic. So let's pick another topic. Let's pick another
Keep
topic.
it
And let's
moving.
pick that-
Sorry, didn't mean to like.
Have you ever role played in a
I changed it to
relationship?
hell out of that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, pick a good one. A real
Yes.
one. The
Please
juicy
go ahead.
stuff.
Pick that one.
Have you ever role played in a relationship?
There you go. That's a good one.
Define role play.
Juicy.
Right. That's what I was
Role
gonna
play.
say because I've role played the whole relationship. If that matters. Like,
You're role playing the whole time.
right.
You're like pretending you were somebody else.
Absolutely.
You're
Several
Jesus
times.
Christ.
So define
Romeo,
role play.
baby.
Help me out. Help me out. Just want to clarify. What do you mean by role play? Define role play.
What do you? What, you?
You know,
I think this one was yours.
you know, like you dress up, I guess.
Like teacher in school.
Oh.
Yeah, like a school girl.
Ooh, child.
Yeah,
You know that
Like
shit
that.
never gets old. That shit never gets old.
there you go.
I think it's always smart to keep it spicy and somebody on their toes. And
Agreed.
interesting.
Totally agreed.
Like
Totally
you
agreed.
come home and your girl's like butt naked cooking dinner for you. I think that's hot.
Hell yeah.
Let me
See,
be your
I agree.
That's what I needed. I needed that.
Like
That's what-
I love
Butt
role
naked.
playing.
Circle
I
gets
think
the
it's so much
square.
fun. Yes, I think that's so much
yes,
fun.
yes.
Like you show up and you're like, "Hey, baby, I heard you had a pipe out. Let me work on it." In a
you're the
construction
plumber?
outfit. No,
You're
I'm
the
like,
plumber. I
I'm
couldn't
like,
keep-
I'm like the
Talking about-
lonely
Come on,
housewife that
people.
hasn't had it in a while. So I'm like, "Oh, please come in and fix this for me."
You're gonna be a crusher. I'm here to
You can be
fix
my
your pipe.
pool boy. Like you clean that pool boy. Ooh, that's role playing.
Okay.
Okay,
You
I
have a
got it.
fantasy?
I like it. I love it. I
Anybody
want
got
some more of
fantasies
it.
in here
As
they
one
want to share?
Tim McGraw once said, right?
She,
I can go on and on. I love role
on
playing.
and on and
apparently
on.
that's her thing.
I mean,
That's her wheelhouse right there.
all
Role playing.
relationships get a little stale. So
Yes.
you
Oh,
need to
agreed.
like spice it up, and
Agreed.
you need to be creative. Think outside the
Straight
box.
sriracha.
Be spontaneous.
I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I think
I'm
for
digging
me,
it.
instead of it being like where I'm somebody different or she's somebody different, I would maybe want to do something different or be somewhere different. Like I
That
mean,
too.
like say, yeah,
That
let's go and get this penthouse on top of this hotel and
Yeah.
just with the windows open and we're
Like
just
spontaneous.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking about that too, because I did that.
You did
I
that?
did that. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a
24th,
foreign
I think it was
place. It's
18th
like
floor or
everything's
something
new.
like
You
that.
got different furniture
Yeah.
you can try out. You know,
18th
right?
floor,
This is too
19th
tall.
floor,
This is
something
too
like that.
short. Like, you know, because your couch gets old. You know, your bed gets old. It's like let's try something new.
Man, we need to hang out. We need to be each other's wingman. Hell yeah.
He needs a wingman.
So Mariah, what about
Wingman.
you?
Hey, Great
Yeah, Mariah,
American
you're
Ranch
quiet.
this weekend.
I know. It's like I feel like
Mariah, you're on fire.
I don't know because like I'm so on a different edge of this conversation. Like I am like not bored at all. I just could never see like that happening. I don't know. Like I definitely get where people would get like curious, but I don't know. Why are you saying bullshit? See, now my fiance saying bullshit. What are you saying bullshit for?
Take the drink away from Nick.
Okay.
Nah.
He says we've role played. No, I think I was like really sick one time and it was like slight, but no, not really.
He was your doctor,
Yeah.
making sure everything was all right.
Doctor.
Okay.
Am I okay, doctor? Oh, I don't have money to pay you. What do I pay you with?
Wow.
There was, yeah, there he was reminding me. So I actually had
Damn, Amanda.
this is really like embarrassing, a bunch of photo shoots that day. And I had a bunch of different outfits. So we just like kept, you know, trying on different outfits and did our thing that night. So
It was great.
That's a girl that knows what she wants.
So I guess everybody's
Dang,
had their little role playing.
I have a fantasy I'm gonna play out one day. I haven't done it
Okay,
yet.
Amanda, what's your fantasy?
What? Uh-oh.
No, I ain't saying it.
You ain't gonna say it?
I'll get in trouble for this one now.
Okay.
Nope. We'll skip it.
All right. She ain't gonna tell us.
Somebody out there knows though, I'm sure.
All righty.
What's your fantasy? Since you're asking me a personal question on camera.
I'm about to share the link. I found the tape. I'm gonna share the link. No, I'm just look. She said, "Oh."
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
found the tape.
Colorful life.
All right. So, I mean, this is interesting, man. So, you got like Amanda, you got a sister, a girlfriend, something like that. Hook a brother up.
Well, I had a girlfriend, but she's gone. So, I have a sister, and she's single. She's
You have a
cute.
sister?
Yeah, Lisa. Yeah.
Oh, I never met her.
Lisa and the
So
Colton
she got all
Jam.
the butt. I didn't get the butt, but she got the butt. She's really funny. She's got a really good personality. Really smart. Go get her. So, hey, you want to holler? I can, try and hook it up for you.
She got similar DNA? Like,
Well, yeah, she's a little
I
crazy.
mean, just
That's what I'm talking
send her
about.
the link and tell her to join the show right now. Let's bring her on. Just say, "Hey, we're
there
gonna
you
bring
go.
you
There
on.
you go.
Send her the
What's
link."
up?
Maybe
Hey,
I
hey,
will.
hey.
Okay, yeah, double
She
trouble.
experiencing the Asian persuasion, Hey.
She's the brunette and me. I'm blonde. We're so much alike. So yeah, it'll be fun. We ought to do that. Double trouble.
I love it. Hey, I got the spot, man. I got all the stuff. I got the cocktails.
So we're coming to your house next time. Episode 6.
Yeah,
right there.
I got
Your living room.
I got
all the liquor.
killer internet speed. I'll have to set up. I have a video set up. I got a Sony A7. We got
So you
two
got the
cameras
party
set up.
pad,
We do
man.
Oh, he's good to go. He got the stuff. So
I roll hard and not at all.
That's good, man. That's good.
I'm sorry.
All right, so we're gonna go to another question, unless somebody wants to ask another
Next question, please.
All right,
No. Next question. It's your show, man.
Oh yeah, this is good. Go ahead. Next question. You do it.
Hold on. Let's see.
Go ahead, Gavin. Yeah. Go ahead, Gavin.
I really
All right.
What you
like
got?
this podcast, by the way.
Well,
Aw,
thank you.
thanks,
Thank you,
Mariah.
Mariah.
Oh, appreciate it, Mariah. Hey, invite some people. That's what they need right now. Invite some
Okay,
people
I'm
you
not
like
gonna
this.
try to go off this because it took me a long time to get on it, but next time.
Yeah, you
Next
need better.
time.
Yeah,
I'm
next
gonna
time.
admit. Hey, Christo is right, man. You need clear instructions. You click on this. You're gonna be in the waiting room.
No,
type your name in, whatever. Because people are stupid.
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing. When you try to share the StreamYard link, then it puts that big duck icon all over it, and then it changes everything.
All
So
right.
it's really confusing.
Call me. We'll work that out. Call me. This is
All right.
what I do for a living. You know that, right?
Well, I kind of knew that. Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah.
Christo does that on at least as a side.
I know
thing.
you're the
But I
marketing
can
guy.
tell.
You're the marketing guy.
right.
All right,
Just
so
call me
look.
afterwards. I don't mean to interrupt y'all. Go. You do your thing.
All right, would you rather have intimacy or sex if you could only pick one? Intimacy or sex?
For how long?
Intimacy.
The whole duration, I guess.
Yeah.
Like say you had cancer and you couldn't perform anymore, so you had.
I'm a
I
mental
don't know.
stimulation girl.
What's the opposite of intimacy?
clearly,
Is
if you
that them
can't
being
perform more,
nasty and
then
calling
I
you
have
names or
intimacy.
something? What's the opposite of that? If it's just like they're
Yeah.
not
I
hugging
don't
you,
know.
I'd rather
Like
you-
at first, you have to define intimacy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mental
Like
stimulation
love.
for me.
All right, so Amanda says intimacy is
If
mental
you are a
stimulation.
nerd, you're talking complete sentences,
Mental
you're polite.
stimulation.
I love it. I am not all about the like attraction thing. I'm not all about the like sex. Like, no, I like mental stimulation. That's what turns me on.
But
Surprise.
are you saying? But then that
I need a
allows you
balance.
to-
I think I need a balance. I'm more like 70-30. Go ahead, Chris. You were saying
Like, I
something?
mean, yeah, I have to be like attracted to something, like your eyes, your jawline, your smile, something like that. Something has to hook me in at first, you know, for me to get to
Smile,
know
like
that. Yeah. Are you singing a song to me?
I think he is. He said he's trying.
He's serenading me.
Hit the move.
All right, so I guess we didn't get much traction on that one. So let's go to something else.
No. You gotta expand on it. You can't give up on it. I mean, if you want to give up on it, that's fine. I'm just
I'm fine.
You didn't say much about that.
I think it's very challenging. I think it's a challenging question. It's not something that you can easily look over because in the long run, yeah, I mean, you would want to have intimacy and connection and feel like, you know, you're part of that person, they're part of you. But I couldn't say that I would take that and never have any sex. I mean, I might as well be in a prison say I'm gonna have intimacy with my cellmate, right? We don't get to know each other and bond.
Don't bend
but we
over.
trying to have,
to procreate.
yeah.
We were meant to procreate.
Yeah.
So I guess everybody would rather have a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody would rather. I guess it would be painful.
Yeah, I don't know.
Without
Heads,
the
I'm
other.
all good.
But I think there's people who could get by with sex and no intimacy. I think, you know, that's why there's prostitution, right? There's no intimacy there. It's just fulfilling the need.
Yeah, they're like an empty.
Yeah, but I pay for that's an exchange, but you can't really pay for intimacy. I mean, I guess maybe you can. But...
Hey, check this out. Just check this out. Oh man, I got.
Hey, well, hey, nay.
I'm gonna go philosophical here. I do have a little everything. I got like a little whiteboard and all that. Oh, you know what? I got a whiteboard in here. It's probably faster.
Just gonna break it down.
So here's my philosophy here, right? Here's my philosophy. Here's my board, right? Where's my eraser? I'm gonna erase this real quick. So as you get older, let me go with the age. My daughter just like jacked all this up. That's all right. I'm gonna take this corner right up here. So, crap.
You're just a smiling.
This is.
I look better when I smile. So that's why I try to smile.
Age,
Oh.
right.
You got that rest in its face.
This is age. This is
I
time.
think so, yeah.
So as you get older, right?
You never
Or
had-
intimacy.
Yeah, that's a bad thing then.
Yeah.
/ intimacy. I think as you get as you're older, you want more
This
sex
is-
and less intimacy. And as you go through, there's a line here. I don't know if y'all can see that.
This is the
So as
crazy
you get
hot
older, you need more intimacy. Yeah, exactly. No, as you get older though, you
Y'all hanging out
need
too
more
much.
intimacy. When you're younger, when you're younger, you need less intimacy, more sex.
So you mean more intimacy when you're older?
Yes, I think you do. You need more sex because you've done the
yeah,
sex
I think so.
right? So there's that. Yeah, crazy sex. Yeah, I got something.
It's
there.
probably
I need to do a
hormonal,
video
right?
on
Because
that.
at a younger
That
age,
would be
your body's designed to.
I think, yeah, as you get older, you do reach that peak where you're like, it spikes up.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in my peak right now, actually.
Which one?
Man,
Sex or
Sex.
intimacy?
when you're
Yeah, really?
16 to 18, man, the wind blows hard. I mean, blows too much, you get a hard on. You know?
Right.
I mean, now you're like,
I think Matt's feeling good
can
today.
you whisper in my ear?
I
Can
think too, as you get older too, your priorities change, and you're
Checks.
looking more for somebody that's gonna ride out the rest of those years with you.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, now I'm like, I'm settled in my
That
ways.
is
I'm building a life and a
I want
foundation,
it
and I don't want
all.
to just have meaningless relationships. I want
Yeah,
somebody
you want
that's
to
going to
say,
ride this out
hey,
with me and make it to 70, 80, 90 years
Communication.
old.
ride or
and-
die. You need a ride or die.
Yeah,
ride or
you
die.
know?
That's what I'm looking for. Any ride or dies out
Ride or
there?
die.
That's what I'm
Ride or
looking
die.
So, how old is everybody on here?
I plead the fifth.
That's a
I'll
loaded
tell you
question.
this.
I plead the
Hey,
fifth on that
all
one.
right. No. That's okay. Let's
How-
guess. Let's see.
Whatever.
Let's play like a little grid chart or something like that. What everybody think everybody is.
I'm not gonna say.
You're only as old as you feel on the inside.
I feel like I'm 35.
I thought you were.
I wish I was 35.
Thank you.
So nobody's 35?
I can dance like I'm still 28.
You're 35, aren't you?
Be quiet.
Oh yeah. Amanda looks like she's 35.
Oh, I want to hear I look younger. What are you talking about? You gonna get slapped when I see you. You don't say I look
Younger?
younger.
What?
Yes, we always.
No, but
say I
I
look
mean, because you've been hanging out with my boy here, so I know you got to be at least within certain.
I've been hanging out with him since I was like young.
knee high to a grasshopper, as they say in the South.
Because he likes mean women. I cussed him out when I met him.
No, we like a challenge. Men actually like a challenge.
He's like, you want a model? That's what we need. Need somebody to cuss people out.
Yeah.
It's cutthroat.
Yeah.
I said, well, the ghetto got me, so you really got to train
I like
me hard.
ghetto, man. That's how you roll, guy.
I had to pull her out of the ghetto, make her somebody.
It's too late for me. I'm too far gone.
They like ghetto. Okay, so let's
ghetto
answer a
fabulous.
question. Everybody's age. Y'all roll with age. Y'all first.
Well, he done
Y'all
said
the
mine.
host.
I should put you on blast.
I'm good.
Oh, yeah? You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
You don't want me to
Oh, you good?
present it for
No, you
them?
good.
Okay. I don't get in trouble. He's already threatened to replace me.
So Mariah's the youngest. Amanda's next. Christos is after that. Nat's after that, and then I'm after that. How's that?
Yeah, we're
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're older than me? I didn't realize you're older than me.
Probably. I'm pretty sure I am.
Okay, all right.
I'm guessing. I'm probably sure I am.
Everybody usually gets 10 to 15 years off from me. But
I'm just
thank
judging
Mom
from
and Dad for that.
from the people that we know and hang out with, or know. Yeah. What happened to Nat? I guess he died. I guess he Nat, did you pass out?
Hang on. Yeah,
Hopefully
hang on.
What's your
Okay.
host name, Gavin?
My host name? What do you
Or
mean?
The woman. I don't know.
Oh, Amanda?
Sorry.
the woman.
Amanda?
Amanda.
I'm Amanda.
What's in your cup?
Oh, I don't
Bourbon.
know what bourbon and what?
Bourbon and some vodka and
I
some
don't do
some of that
vodka.
some
Oh,
of that
Lord.
fireball, some fireball,
I can definitely taste the fireball.
and some whipped vodka. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely taste that too. Yeah.
And then whatever,
vodka,
and then,
though,
and then
really.
the other thing that you put in there. She
Ooh.
drinks a lot. She can drink more than I can.
It's
I
like
can
the
drink
Long
one
Island.
table. Yeah.
Kind of.
I'm
Yeah,
Hungarian, so
times two.
I can drink. He's known me since I was drinking
Yeah.
them on the table.
She drinks way more than I do. I mean, I couldn't believe
But
it.
I'm a responsible alcoholic.
You're Asian, man.
Try
It's
this
you
at
got
home.
She'll throw them back. All right. So, are we going to go to another question? Or anybody got any questions?
Would
Say,
you date
Mariah,
yourself?
do you want to ask a
Mariah,
question?
you're on fire.
Say hi, Uncle Gavin.
Yeah.
Say the
So
microphone,
let me
say,
get
"Hey,
the
Uncle
next
Gavin."
question. Let me like brew on it.
Okay.
Oh, he was good.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh.
She said, Uncle Gavin.
Hey.
Uncle Gavin. Oh,
Hey, baby.
that's
All
so
right.
cool.
Maybe-
Okay. So here's a good question that, I think it's a good question. Would you date yourself, meaning the opposite sex of yourself? The person that you are, do you like yourself, the person that you are? If there was a opposite of you, would you date that person, or would you think that wouldn't be interesting to you? Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Oh, all day, every day.
Every day. I date myself. Oh, I do
All
myself.
day,
You date yourself every day,
I
don't
date
you?
myself every day. I make myself steak dinners. I listen to music. I unwind. I enjoy
Yeah,
myself.
I mean,
Mirror. I love myself. Okay. And if you don't love yourself, you cannot date another person to make them happy.
No, but see, you just listed some of the good things about you.
Yeah, what about the
But
bad
if you thought
things?
about the bad things about you, they're going to be presenting that as well.
Okay.
They're going to say, "Wow."
they
Sure.
said
I will list the
date,
bad. I
Yeah.
will.
marry.
I will list the bad
I would
things.
never marry. I would never marry myself. I would date myself.
I would date myself. I wouldn't marry myself. No,
I would
I postpone
never,
things. I put things
ever
off. That's my
marry
bad
myself.
quality about myself. I'm like,
Date
I'll get
myself
to it
all
later.
day long. All day long. All day.
It's not really the worst
every
thing
day.
though. I'm like, I postpone things. Like I'm like, the laundry, it'll be there tomorrow. Let me spend time with my family because I feel like that goes by really fast. So I do postpone things, like getting to it right away. Where I used to be really OCD about getting everything done right away, like it was so important, but I felt like my life was like passing me by so fast, and I was like focusing in on these trivial things that didn't really need my attention right then and there. So I guess like some people view that as a bad thing though about me.
All right. How
No,
about
that's good stuff. That's
Yeah.
maturization. That's all. That's good. Yep.
No, I get that. Yeah, I feel the same way when I get home. Like I cannot stop until everything's done, and then I get to relax.
Yeah, I was miserable doing that though.
So here's a good question. Instead of you trying to figure out if you date yourself, have somebody else. So, all right, you tell me what's bad about me, and I'll tell you what's bad about you.
We don't go there.
Never a good idea.
Is that a good idea?
Never a good idea.
No? Okay, we won't do that then.
Not if you want to have an episode 6.
He gonna end up with a black eye on that episode. He gonna come back and y'all be like, "What happened?"
Episode 6, dog. Yeah,
I
you
thought it
know
was
what?
good.
Men can take the heat in the kitchen because we have to. I find that women don't like that returned.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right, we'll skip
Get
that.
your ass out the
Let's skip
kitchen.
that.
Good question though.
Huh?
That was a good question.
That was.
Well, I just thought, but
Go
you're
ahead,
probably
Mariah.
right.
Say that again.
I would definitely like marry myself 3 weeks out of the month. The rest of the week is just like fucking hell. And I'm not kidding, I'm a big old bitch.
Just being honest. I like that.
Hell.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you. That's why I said I would date myself, but I would never marry myself.
That 1 week though will just send you running.
You know that.
I'll send you to your man cave out back.
Oh my god. No, and I'll burn it down.
My
The
man
roof,
cave.
the roof is on fire.
So that's where that
We
song
don't
came
need no water.
actual true story. See, men drive is crazy. I think it would be awesome though, like if your man could live right beside you and you could just visit him when he's having his good times and then go back to your little, house.
I think people are doing that now. Like in the old.
I think they're
Yeah.
finding out you don't have to live like the Flintstone ages, like your parents did. We're all predestined to be like our parents and live how they did. I think we need to just figure out in our own relationship what works for us best.
Well, I think that when you're younger, then it's kind of good to live together. But after that, after the kids are gone and all that, then I think I could see myself living like next door. I'll come home.
Totally.
Chill right
I thought about that
I
too.
think because
I
you're
need
going
an
through
in-law
like
suite.
different phases,
Yeah, I think I could see
In-law
myself
suite.
doing that.
For my ride or die.
You'd be like,
I
baby,
need
I'll
an
come
in-law
over
suite
and
for
mow
my
your
ride or
grass
die. I do.
flash me from the window.
No, seriously, man. I need
And I
an
play
in-law
the
suite for my ride or die.
we can spice it up that way.
Hold up, I gotta ask him about that. You want an in-law suite for your ride or die? If that's your ride or die, why is she in the
He wants a
in-law suite?
concubine.
Exactly.
No, seriously, look, dude. There's times you really do need space, and to be in the same bed all the time, every
What?
day.
I don't care if I'm mad at you. We're gonna be in the same bed, boy. Nope. We
There
are
you go.
never going to
Okay.
bed angry. We are gonna work it out. Go to bed cuddling. No.
All
I don't
right,
believe in
then I need to find somebody that's willing to work it out that same night because issue on my last my marriage was that she didn't want to discuss it. Like, what's crazy? All right, let's talk. Let me listen. It's like, no, I don't want to talk about it. Like, what the fuck?
What time of night?
Like,
What time of day was it? Like before bed, never good.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it
think
was
for
before
me,
bed. Because it happens before bed, though. It's like, dude, let's resolve this. I didn't want to go to bed angry. It's like, all right,
Yeah,
I
you're
guess we're
busy
gonna go to bed
working. I
angry.
get that.
I
And
think going forward, yeah, to me, every issue needs to be resolved the same day.
And
I
you
don't
know
like
what?
unresolved issues.
I think even if people think, oh, you got to talk face to face to resolve issues. Sometimes that doesn't work. I think sometimes verbal doesn't work. Sometimes writing to each other, like a journal. Hey, I wrote like
Here,
in
I'll
high
write something
school.
down. Push this over
Yeah,
to you.
and then now you answer
write
back.
Here's the problem.
I
I
think
wrote like
that's
5
creative,
letters.
I
She
think.
never wrote one back. I
Well,
wrote long letters. Here's
you're
I'm
better
I'm
than
I'm
most.
I'm obsessive compulsive. I rewrote all my letters so I could have a copy.
Wow.
But see, here's the thing, though. Maybe it would have been more effective if you would have just
Maybe put
did
some
like
money in
one or
it.
no,
Just kidding.
that
Be
would
like
have
a
got
big
her.
wallet.
The
That would've got
message support.
Go get Chanel
Financial
some while
support.
you read
Number
this
There you go.
letter.
Number 4, the
I ain't listening to
hey,
you till you say a bill, boy.
number 4 of the 5 needs of men and women. Yeah, I lost my screen. 5
Yeah, what
needs of
happened
men
to
and
that?
women.
You forgot about that when you wrote that note, huh?
Support.
So what I
See,
think would have been
everybody
more,
thinks I'm fronting right there.
so
Financial
Nat,
security and support right there, though.
I think
Go ahead.
what for
Yeah,
her,
yo, Gavin. Yeah.
I think it might have been more effective if you had like 1 or 2 liners instead of like a whole
And
paragraph.
$50.
Because they'll get to a point where they won't read it all. You know what I mean?
Like highlight like the
But
important
no, just
stuff.
I agree with
1 or
that.
2
I agree
lines.
with that. You're right. No, actually, Gavin, you're right there because I got a little verbose at times. I want to hear myself
Right.
talk at times. No, I agree with you. Yeah.
Hey, at least he admits that.
Yeah, no,
Points for
clearly
that.
because I'm a talker. I mean, y'all haven't figured out I'm a little bit of a talker, and
You got
she
the
was
gift of
listening.
gab,
So
yeah.
yeah, no,
Not
I
necessarily
got.
bad. It's very entertaining.
I have this this terminology I'm working on, and I'm trying to work on this book and my IP, intellectual property.
You write
for those who
books?
don't know IP.
You're an author?
I'm working. I wrote like a booklet a while back, and it's more like business, but y'all would never seen it. Never hit Amazon or Barnes or Nobles, not like that. But I have this phrase called word economy. You want to be really tight with your language. The tighter your language, the simpler it is. This is whether you love them or hate them. It doesn't matter. Anywhere in between. This is why Donald Trump gets so much traction because he keeps his words really, really simple.
Words. Yeah.
So we get too verbose. We don't cut to the chase, and I think that's very important to learn is how to cut to the chase. So yes, I agree.
I think that's good information.
Hmm?
All right, so we got 2 more questions, and then we're gonna wrap this up. So.
Oh shit, 10-11. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh,
2 more
I like
questions.
this
Go
one.
ahead.
Hold up.
2 more questions.
Yeah, get to this one. I want to know.
So
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Let me put my 2 cents in it. All right, go ahead.
everything that you've learned so far in life, what would you tell your younger self?
What?
Like if as the person you are now, what would you tell yourself?
Love this question. I need to be last because I'll dominate the conversation. Let everybody go first. Everybody goes first.
Well, we'll ask that last.
better.
That's the last one.
I got
too much.
extensive answer on this one.
And he's got a list. See?
Okay,
No,
who
I
wants to
got
go
2,
first?
but I need to explain my 2. Go ahead.
So somebody go first, and we'll let Nat wrap it up, or like
Hip
who wants to go?
Hibbity hip hop. You don't stop.
I mean, if it was me, yeah, I would say I would tell my younger self. First, I would say definitely invest in Google, get that stock, amen, and maybe even Apple, back when those things were cheap enough to get.
Kodak right here. Invest in Kodak.
Okay, well, you're talking about today. You're talking about today. I'm talking about back my younger self.
Yeah, your younger self. Okay.
And I would have probably told myself to just explore faster sooner than I did, like leave where I was born at and go to different states sooner. helped grow and develop who I was as a character. It gave me more insight on people, period. I wish I would have been able to go to different countries even to get a different experience of how people live so that I can get outside of my bubble, of my little space, and my little block. So those would be the first two things I would do is say invest in these things and then travel sooner, go to different locations, observe and absorb other people. Now I'm older, I got little kids, and it's like there's no real ability to do that. It's like I have to think about them, they're in tow. But when I was single by myself, man, I should have been all over the place.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good advice, Mr. Christos. How about you? What would you tell your younger self?
To slow down and put yourself first for a change. I never did that. I always was like putting love first. Oh, I love him so much. I'm going to give up my career. I'm going to give up my life to show him how much I love him. So I wish I wouldn't have done that. And I definitely wish I would have taken my time with love. So, yeah, I didn't get to explore and do what I wanted to do because of that. I thought if you love a person, you're supposed to like put yourself last and put them first. So I would definitely tell myself that is totally wrong. What would you tell your younger self?
To be honest with you, I don't really know.
Don't be messing with them hoes.
I don't know.
Them models, some gold digging hoes. I told him about them gold.
She's a gold digger.
I would always tell him. Even
I
at 14, I told him.
Broke.
He never listened. He always went for the tall, thin, girls. And I'd be like, they're just with you for one thing. You need to move on.
I probably would have traveled more.
Number one thing.
What would you do?
Travel more?
Yeah, I probably would have traveled more.
Well,
Like.
Why didn't you? You could have.
Like, I don't know. I probably would have traveled internationally more.
Yeah.
That's what I would have did. Yeah.
Like to where?
Like the Ukraine. I would have been in the Ukraine.
Oh, because you want a Russian bride?
Yeah.
No, want a bride. Yeah.
That's right.
Love you
Somebody
long time.
from the Ukraine. That's what I would have went. But other than that, I lived a pretty fulfilled life. Yeah.
Okay.
So what about you, Mariah? What would you have done? What would you tell your younger self? I mean, you're already pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's kind of like backwards. Because my younger self, I look like, back into 14 to 19. And I think I actually was smarter then. Seriously, I really do.
You tell your older self.
You're going backward, Benjamin Button.
Yeah, I think I was smarter then because I was just like such a go-getter and just after absolutely everything, I had a bunch of accomplishments, and I was really like, there's plenty of times that I think about, wow, I wish I could have that self-motivation again. I still have part of it, but I did so much, so I'm really proud of that part of myself. But I think the only thing I would say is just like, don't date that idiot. That's the only thing.
I could relate to that a little bit, like, because I guess because I'm so like beaten down by all like the failed relationships and all the drama. Like, I'm like, people would never guess all the accomplishments that I made when I was younger. I mean, I had a photography studio and all this stuff, and I was 20, and then I kind of lost it all because of somebody else. So people don't even know that about me. They just see like boobs and a blonde hair, and they're like, oh, you're just dumb Barbie. But people like him know differently. I had a lot of accomplishments, and I did a lot of things in my earlier years, and life kind of beat me down a little bit. So I'm not where I should have been. I had more at age 20 than I probably do now.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Those years were amazing, but I'm kind of in a slow down period, but that's fine with me, just where I need to be, and we'll kick back up whenever life is ready, and I'm ready.
All right, so Amanda, we're going to give you the last question. Any question?
Oh, you got like Nick?
Yeah. That's
right.
Go on, Nat.
You could ask any question,
Go on, Nat. He wants to.
I got three things I would tell myself. Okay. Find your purpose and focus on it. That's number one.
Find your purpose and focus on it. What you focus on expands. Don't let anybody deter you from that focus, even parents, girlfriends, brothers, sisters, whatever it is. Find your purpose and focus on it. Number one. Number two, number two would be read chapter 11 of Think and Grow Rich multiple times. The chapter 11 on read chapter 11 of the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill multiple times until you truly understand it. And it talks about this concept called sex transmutation. How do you convert sexual energy into what you want? So finding your purpose is part of it. Sex transmutation, and it also translates to picking the right partner too. Understand what you want in a partner. Choosing the right partner is pivotal in your success. Where you're talking to back in the day, Ford to Harvey Firestone to Edison, all those guys, to today, Warren Buffett, they still with the same girl. They pick the right partner to support them. That's huge. That's what
you need that cheerleader who's on that level going to support you and elevate you.
And breaks a man. Absolutely.
It's really like disappointing when your spouse isn't with you and being your cheerleader and saying, go do it. I will be there with you as you do it, you know? Like, if they're just into their own stuff all the time, I feel like it's selfish and self-centered. And, you know, that's like the compatibility right there. It's like y'all doing stuff together and them rooting you on and being proud of you. And when they're not, it kind of doesn't really motivate you, doesn't help you get to that next level. You know, we all need that boost from our spouse.
I think that's
and
true.
Then number three, yeah.
Like my boyfriend, he's in a band, and I'm like, "Yay, go band!" And I'm like always broadcasting it. So
I love it.
Yeah, she's a good cheerleader.
Be a great.
Yeah, I need it back though.
You need to find a good talent. I'm all about that. I mean, my thing is,
it goes both ways.
I'm a great cheerleader for you, but if you stop being a cheerleader for me, again, it's hard for me to be a good cheerleader for you. I'm a great cheerleader. I'm like, go, yeah, you know.
I could tell you are.
I got spirit. Yeah.
You're over there repping for me now.
I got what? I got what? All right.
We'll see next time when we come over to your house. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I do. And lastly, this is the big one. Is be disciplined. Hardcore discipline.
Yeah.
Hardcore. If you focus, if you got the focus, your hardcore discipline, there's nothing you can't achieve. Discipline trumps all. Discipline trumps talent every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And those are my three. That's what I would tell myself.
It's good stuff.
Good advice. Yeah. Should write a book. 101.
Anybody else want to say something?
Oh, thank you, Amanda. That is the title of the book, 101.
Yeah, I'm gonna write a book on relationships. I think I'm pretty good at that. I can't find anybody at my level with that yet, but yeah, maybe I will one day when I write my book.
Hey, look, I'm all about collaboration.
Go ahead. You're gonna say something?
It's always faster when you collaborate. Everything's always faster when you collaborate.
That's true.
Yeah, you should collaborate.
Collaborate is a good thing.
You want to collaborate? Collaboration.
She probably has more stories than anybody I know.
What do you mean?
I mean, no. I mean, no, not like lies, but stories.
Oh, I've lived.
She's lived.
I'm 35. I've lived.
Ditto.
She's lived.
I'm 35 and
I survived being kidnapped, y'all. He didn't want me because I talked too much. So yeah, I've lived.
Wait, you got kidnapped?
At 5 years old. Yeah, I was kidnapped from Regency Mall.
Hey, I'll teach you.
You know, I got out of
duct tape in 5 seconds.
Wow.
kept telling him
Hey,
people
if
were
you-
looking for me. I hear my mom, and he freaked out and ran. And I was running across what was that? Gaskin Street,
What?
back and forth.
Did he
Yeah.
duct tape you? Amanda, did they duct
No.
tape you?
He didn't duct tape me. I talked too much, and I think that freaked him out. And I learned his name, and I kept
Break
saying
out
it.
of
And
duct tape. I can teach you how to break out of duct tape. Just saying.
Yeah, I've had people come to me and want me to write books and stuff, and I'm like, where the money at though? So Gavin knows.
You gotta
Gavin
pitch it
told me a
first.
long time ago. I lived on my own with my brothers. It was like serious party of 5. Like that was my life they wrote about on that show.
You got you do have an opportunity to make it big in the book because you got both. If you have both brains and looks, like what is the Pet Shop Boys, right? I got the brains, you got the
I
looks.
didn't become
You
like
can do
that,
both.
like a drug addict or this or that. I didn't become that.
I'm surprised she wasn't a drug addict.
You're surprised.
Everything she's been through, I'm surprised she ain't on for real.
Or fat
For
shit
real.
crazy.
For real.
But I'm pretty well rounded, surprisingly.
I don't know how she survived.
I think it's because of this. Like monkey see, monkey like not do. Like I got schooled on like what not to do so you don't end up like the drug addict.
Another great
I
book
agree with
title,
that.
Monkey
Your family.
See Not Do. I love
Yeah.
that title. That would be a great title. Monkey See Not Do.
Monkey not do. I was looking for a title. I got it now.
You just gave her a title, Nat.
Great title. Monkey See Not
I
Do.
think like we should do like chest pump, yo.
Yes,
Great.
hey guys, do chest pump, please. Do the chest pump
Bam.
as long as you want. Do it again.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah,
You
I was
might
looking
knock
for a
the wind out.
title.
Can you do the chest pump again?
Title happy endings do happen, but now I really like monkey see, monkey not do. I don't think anybody like knows that concept. They always think
No,
like, oh, I'm
come on.
predestined because my dad was an alcoholic. Oh, my mom was this. No, you're not. You can write your own story, your own life, your own path. You don't have to do what they did. You already know where
That's
that
the
leads.
title.
You saw
Monkey See Not Do. You should really write that. Monkey See Not Do.
I will do that. You'll have to help me. You know all kinds of people.
By the way, I just coached through my client. He's about to launch his book the 25th.
Oh, cool. My uncle wrote a book. It's published in Barnes and Nobles. So I have like people in my family that already did that kind of stuff. It's my turn now.
Yes, it
I
is.
think Mariah had a comment. Did you have a comment there, Mariah?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really bad at interrupting. My bad.
Oh, that's fine.
You can.
No, go
You're
ahead.
fine. I did all.
Okay, so bad roommate stories.
You have some?
No, I don't. I used to though.
Oh, you're saying that? What is that as a topic? What is that?
Monkeys
Yeah, like a
don't do anymore. See?
Oh, okay.
Me? Oh God, we're not going to talk about mine.
It's not worse than mine, I promise.
No.
Oh my God, mine didn't pay any bills, and she would buy all kinds of stuff and say she didn't have any money, and I'd go in her car and she had like all these liquor bottles and all these clothes and everything. She never even put toilet paper in my house. And the one time I asked her to get toilet paper, she like texted my mom and actually asked my mom, would you stop and get toilet paper? So she completely mooched off me for like a year and didn't contribute at all. So she was a terrible roommate. Yeah. And I took her in because I felt bad for her situation.
That's crazy.
And I was in a bad situation too myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about your roommates.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it short because it's a lot. But so I was renting out a house, and basically, you know, I was just like getting out of my parents' house and moved into one of those like Facebook things where there were roommates in the house. So everything was good, and then I started seeing Tom. I had been there for like 5 months. Everybody got along, and Tom started coming over. The landlord said it was cool and everything. We paid some extra rent for him to stay. And this girl that was staying here started coming out like 2 weeks later, like just walking around the house in a towel after her shower.
Oh, it sounds familiar.
And I was like, I'm not going to say anything. Okay. And then suddenly, like I said, everything was good before, but then my laundry was thrown on the floor after the washer. She would throw my cat litter out.
What?
Cat, yeah. She would lock my cat in the basement when I'd get home, my cat was screaming.
Whoa. And you wonder why I don't get a roommate.
Yes.
There's crazy people out there.
It went on so much more to the point, every time I got home, she was screaming. And so finally I asked the landlord, hey, can you come by and just like see what's going on? Because I would tell him. And then when he came back, she threw a fit one night and she was like trying to be all over the landlord.
Oh my god, that's so my roommate would like come out with no underwear, so I bought her a pack of underwear and put it on her bed. Like, get the freaking hint. I don't want your coochie on my couches. You know, I don't want you bending over in front of my boyfriend. Like, she was like one of those, you know, just like no personal space, no couth, no nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Just like psycho.
Oh yeah, she was so psycho. She sent me a message at work and she was like, if you don't answer right now, I'm gonna kick you out. And I'm like, you're not the landlord. And
maybe we're talking about the same person. Oh my god.
In the same
Is her
person,
name Liz? I'm just gonna put it out there.
So it turns out that after talking to the landlord, he was like, listen, I'm not supposed to really disclose this with you, but she's 3 months behind and she's causing issues. So she's about to get out. So he told her, hey, like he made up a lie. He was like, hey, a family's going to go ahead and move in here, which it really ended up, Tom and I were just going to rent the whole house by ourselves because the other roommate moved out. And she threw a big fit and he kicked her out and we were there and everybody was acting like everybody was moving out. And then Tom and I were renting it out by ourselves, and we're just chilling. You know, it had 2 recliners by a window in the living room. And we're watching TV one night, and this girl literally comes through the freaking window. It didn't lock. And she's like, I need my stuff from the freezer. And she didn't have anything. I was like, oh my God. So
that totally sounds like my roommate. Oh my God.
I gave her everything out of the freezer that was ours just to get her out of there. And then, like, we came home.
Like, here, girl, take the freezer. Just go.
I know. Like, so we came home and, like, the back door would be open and everything. And we had to get cameras. And we were constantly getting broken into. So we had to move out, but like she would not leave. She would keep popping in through windows randomly.
See,
it was the worst thing.
Now everybody understands why I'm freaked out about locks. You gotta have the door locked. I don't care if you're home during the day. See, and that's why I will never have a roommate.
Yeah.
You never know. Like literally, you could be with somebody for 10 years and they could be crazy like that. Yeah. So.
All right, Amanda, you got the last question. What's the last question?
Where is the strangest place you've had sex?
My bedroom.
You boring? Really?
Wait, the weirdest place?
I got a good one.
I'm gonna tell you like my grandma used to always say.
Let me be last on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like my grandma used to always say.
Yeah,
you hear me? If it was up your butt, you know where it was.
Oh my God!
You definitely would.
I didn't know you were like that, Josh.
You know, you say I'm looking for my keys. My grandma used to be like, "If it was up your butt, you know where it was." That's crazy. No, yeah, that's a crazy question right there, huh?
I got one.
But, crazy.
Let me relax. Unless y'all.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
We're all adults here. Where's the craziest place?
So
Mariah.
No, this is crazy.
No, I want to start with
Mariah.
Mariah.
Oh.
Come, Mariah, you're on fire.
It's just the bedroom.
Ladies first. Where?
Mariah's on fire. Let's hear it.
I said, "Oh dear, Mariah."
Froze, are you there?
We're froze?
Yeah, we're here.
We're here.
You're a friend.
Oh yeah.
You're in the friend zone. She done friend zoned you.
Who did?
Right. I'm just kidding.
Wait, hold on. It just unfroze. What?
Okay. Where's the strangest place you've ever had sex?
I'm on there all
boring,
time.
just the bedroom.
Just the
boring.
bedroom?
Just the
Well, she's
bedroom.
still young. Give it time.
Yeah, she's still young.
That shit will get boring. You'll figure it out. So, anybody else? Come on, Nat. You had the best.
All right, Nat. Let's
I
go.
just don't consider any of them
Crystal,
crazy
you
or
wanna go
weird. I
first?
guess like everybody would do them. I don't think it's always outside or the campgrounds in the car.
People would think I was a psycho if I told them where I did it at.
Oh, yeah. You gotta tell them where you did it at. Tell them where you did it at. You gotta hear this. You gotta hear this. Yeah, I gotta hear this. Go ahead.
So I met this guy last summer.
Summer.
Yeah, not last summer. I'm sorry. I was 15 when I met this guy. And I was like, oh, I just met you. I'm not gonna have sex with you. I'm gonna wait. So then like the next year I turned 16, I go to meet him on spring break, and he's working at a haunted house at Virginia Beach. And we kick it off behind the scenes in the haunted house, and there's screams going on and chainsaws, and things get really hot and heavy, and we're like doing it behind there with all the screams going on. Everything's going on. And for some reason it was like more of a turn on that there was like all these screams going on, these chainsaws, the fact that anybody could come in at any moment and see us. Yeah, so that was like my first experience even.
Your first experience?
Yeah, with a man. in
a haunted house.
In a haunted house, yeah.
She's in a haunted house, guys.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. So I'm not a psycho, though, just to be clear.
Okay, I can't beat that one. I'm kind of straight, regular. I mean, I did it under.
That's at the bar. I haven't gotten to that extreme yet. This far. No.
Yeah, just regular. Under a few
I'm kind of
bridges.
old lady now.
That's about it for me.
I think the closest has been on like a shag rug. Ooh, yeah. Like, Marilyn Monroe on a shag rug. Fancy one. Real fancy.
I have a nice little topic if everybody's done. This is just
okay. Let's hear the topic.
Is there a dollar amount that your mate could spend without talking to you first that would upset you? What would that number be? Like if it's like $50, $5,000, $50,000, what would be that number that they could spend without talking to you, and it would like, oh, hold on, wait a second, set you up? Is there a dollar amount?
Well, let me.
Turn up.
2,000.
Yeah.
2,000. Did you say that would upset you or would not?
Well, that would, because typically, I would say, for us, we say, hey, buy this and that, but if you do something that's higher than this, let's talk about it first, so we know, just in case I'm trying to buy something.
Yeah.
So what would be that amount that if they bought this without asking, like, I just bought a house without asking you, like, would that be like, oh my goodness, are you just cool, like, do what you want to do, I don't care? Is there an amount that would set you off and say, hey, hold on, we got to talk about this, and I'm very upset about that, or whatever?
Yeah.
Is it your money though?
Like, I think if it's your money, and you're not together, yeah. If you're together, yeah, you definitely need to speak if you're going to spend over, I think, even 100,
What?
$100.
$100.
Really?
Yeah. Me and you would never work. It's like
So for me, I've always been the provider. I've always had the money, so I would always know the money that was spent. So if she had some money, then she spent it on her own. She could spend all the money that she had out if she wanted. It wouldn't matter me.
For me,
if you're holding all the cards and she spends the money out of your account, how much is that she can go and get on you?
No one's ever had my cards, so everything would come through me.
I can get them from you.
Dang.
I know how to make you say yes.
You just got everything on lockdown, huh? You just control freak. Like,
Well,
I'm gonna handle it all. You can't.
All the money was mine anyway.
I ain't gonna do the show if you don't
know what
spend.
I'm
No, I'm not like that. No, I'm not. If you're making your own money, you want to do what you want with it. But
Yeah.
if we're an item, and we got bills we got to pay together, you got to talk to me first.
Yeah, I
See,
mean, yeah.
I read a lot of books, right? There's another book that's great for couples. It's if you're in my office, it's already too late. It was written by a divorce attorney, and he talked about love the book. If you're in my office, it's already too late. But he said his, hers, and ours. The ideal thing to do is your money, her money, and our money. if you can figure that out and then have parameters around that, you need to figure out before you get married or be in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Before you even ask that person to move in.
I agree.
I agree with you. His, hers, ours.
Right.
Cheers to that. I think
So
that
let's say that is the capacity, right? So it's his, hers, and ours, right? And let's say the ours pot is 50,000 that you guys have jointly saved together,
Yes.
outside of your own personal cash. And your mate, your spouse, goes in and spends 35,000 on a new Harley. Is that acceptable? It's our
Well,
money.
No. But there's a caveat to that.
Okay,
You
you're
do need to
right,
have
but you gotta
parameters
spend
of what
$2,000 on
you're
me now.
spending and what the expectations are. It's all about expectations.
That would never be the our category.
2,000 on me now.
Maybe not.
That would be your category. If she's buying
But
a
you
Harley,
still have to have
that's her
expectations
category.
on it. So, like, if it's like a 3-to-1, 5-to-1 ratio, there's some resentment there if you can just roll like that. And there you need some expectations there. I would agree with Krista on. I think I agree with Krista on that.
Well, from the way I see it is, if I got in another relationship, there would be 3 pots of money: her money, our money, my money. If she's buying something for herself, that's her money. That would be her money. That wouldn't be our money. That would be her money. So if she didn't have her money, then she would be buying that thing.
And I would say that's fine if that's the expectations is understood that way.
I see a trap there, though, right? I see a trap where let's say your income is $100,000 a year, and her income is $20,000 a year, and you say, let's put some money in our pot, but I'm only gonna put until that pot reaches $1,200. Like that's our money or whatever. Like you keeping that low because you want to keep your 100,000 to yourself because you want to have control of that. And she's making 20 grand, but she still got to pay half of the bills. You're saying pay half and buy groceries and pay your own car insurance and pay for half of the daycare. So her money's gone. Meanwhile, you make more money, but you're living the high life instead of saying,
Yeah.
hey, I'm
No,
sharing this.
well,
That's going to be a problem. And you're not putting the money you're not putting it in so there's
She having fun too.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point. The point being, our money would be something that would have to benefit us both, not benefit her on her own, me on my own. Me on my own is my money. Her on her own is her money. Our money, even if I contributed to the our money pot, that's something that's going to benefit us both. Like, let's go on a trip. We're going to go to Rome. Then that's our money. Even if I'm putting all the money in there, that would be our money. That's something that we both enjoy from that.
And so what if you say our money is to buy jet skis? And she's like, I don't care about jet skis, but you're like, hey.
Well, then that will come out of the
you
our
better.
money pot. That will come out of the
our money right now, so you better like it.
If we bought jet skis, it will come out of our money.
You better start learning, girl.
Because I think there's a lot of folks who have difficulties in relationships that have a core focus about money. Who's making more, who's spending more. Even if you guys are making your own money, you have yours, hers, and his. You know, you could get in a place where you're saying, listen, I've put the majority of this money in the our pot because you're making 100 grand. So most of your money's going in that pot. And you might feel like I can dictate what we do with our money because most of it's mine. You put in 1,000, you put in your tax return of $1,500, you threw that in the pot, but I've been throwing $500 in there weekly. This is mostly my money, you know. You're saving for a house or whatever it is. Like, it's difficult. And when you separate it and say, this is my money, this is your money, I'm gonna do what I want with my money. Well, you know, that person still wants to have a good quality of life too. You know, when it should be a situation where you say, I make 100 grand, we make 100 grand. If you could be that generous of a person, there's never going to be a fight. If you can say what I have is yours and what you have is mine. Well, and you know, I do agree that you should have a conversation about large spending, and I was leading up to that to say, you know, I don't think there's any amount of money that you should spend without talking to each other because that's part of being a team.
Yeah,
there could be some flexibility where you can say, hey, I'm going to buy a new TV for the game room and I'm going to spend $2,000 on it. I really want that, but my wife's going to know that weeks in advance.
In the relationship, you need to be included in. You need to be looped in. You know?
Yeah. Yes and no. So I would say 2 things. 1, expectations, right? And 2, number 4 in the women's hierarchy of needs is financial security and support. So let's say everything's handled. You got a black card. You spend, I don't know, 50 grand a month on whatever you want to spend. And the dude is Jerry Jones, whoever it is. Don't tell me he can't spend more, do what the hell he wants.
Because why? The woman already has number 4, financial security and support. And the expectation says, look, as long as I give you financial security and support, you have your money, you get to be happy with your money. You can do whatever you roll with.
In a perfect world.
I mean, you know, I can
In the
definitely
rich
dig
world.
that, but I would
I
say
don't know
this
about the
too,
perfect
right?
world,
You
the
know,
rich
for
world,
me,
that's how they roll.
yeah, if I was, you know, LeBron James money, I still would want a wife that would say, "Hey, baby, slow down. Don't buy another $1 million yacht because great, we got all this money, but we should make sure we have enough to give to our children and our children's children and so on and forth. Let's not blow it all on us. Let's make sure our kids can do the same thing and their kids can do the same thing.
I don't know if Jerry Jones' wife
stability in mind slow me down a bit. Because I'm the guy who would buy a house on every continent. I would have a house on every continent. I would have a house in Italy, China, Japan. That's how I would roll if I had the
Crystal,
money.
let me
like
ask
that.
you this though: you think Mark Cuban's wife is saying that? You think Jerry Jones' wife saying that? You think
she's
Mr.
probably
Kraft,
not because she's happy that she's living that life that he's providing. She's like, he makes it, he can do what he wants to with it. But I would want my wife to stand up and say, "Hey, slow down, baby. Let's hold some of that back. Do we really need all that stuff? You know,
You
and
think
if we're spending all this money on boats, well, you know what?
Bit of control in his woman. Yeah.
Okay. Could be.
I just make sure that we're
A
balancing.
smart woman that's gonna be thinking about the future.
Right.
I mean, that's okay to say, but I
Not
don't
like
know.
She's not just enjoying the free ride and taking my money like, hey, I'm living good. He makes it, let him do what he wants to because she's living good. She's happy, but I want her to be thinking about more than that. Just, you know what I mean?
She might be. She might say that, but I think at the end of the day,
You can't live in the moment. You never know what the future.
a guy like that would have to be okay with her.
Yeah.
With him just doing what he wants.
I think lots of money is good. Go ahead, Mariah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, go Mariah. You're on fire.
Y'all can finish up. I'm just gonna when y'all have time, just ask one more question, and then I'm gonna hop off.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, ask the question.
It's a weird one. How did you guys lose your V card?
What was that?
What?
What'd you say?
Your virginity.
What?
Oh.
Nobody got it but her.
Larry told mine.
I can't even remember, to be honest.
I just started off at the top with a bang.
What's the question? What's the question? I'm sorry, I missed the question.
How'd you lose your virginity?
Oh, that's easy. Third floor dorm room of my freshman year at Virginia Tech.
Were you like a 1 minute man?
A what? No, I wasn't. No, because I had the protection.
Usually your first time
to last longer. Actually, first time I had the protection. So protection just like slows you roll a little bit. I'm not saying I was like 30 minutes. I don't know, about 10ish. I actually did good for myself. 10ish.
Don't even count it as sex. You know that ain't even counted as sex. You know you were.
Seriously.
And you wanted to try again to get it right.
It was my first love. It was absolutely my first love. I wanted to make it great for her.
Okay.
Oh,
I did. I was very romantic like that.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. All right, Mariah, what about you? What about you? Well, how did you lose your V card?
I was dating this guy in high school, and we dated for like 2 months. And then we were actually like looking for marriage because that was a big thing for me. And then he was moving to Georgia, so we did it before he moved. But he moved to Georgia like for another 6 months, and then things didn't work out because we actually flew to see each other and everything. But yeah, then he ended up meeting all those girls.
Yeah, he wanted another piece.
Yeah.
That's how it works when you're away. He wants another piece. You want another piece.
Oh, yeah.
So, Gavin, how did you lose yours? I've never heard this story.
To be honest with you, I don't remember. I really don't remember.
You had that much in
my
you?
ancestor says, you are a liar.
You are a liar. I know you remember.
I really
It's your happiest day.
I mean, I would probably say the same thing. I don't really know when that was, but I think for me it's a little different.
No, not no. Seriously.
Well, no, but for me, like we were, I don't know what even counts as the first time, because even when
Right.
we were like 10, 11, we were running around playing hide and go get it and doing stuff. And
Hide and go get it. Oh,
y'all never
God.
play hide and go get it? Y'all know what that is?
Right.
Y'all know that game?
No, I think
No.
it's just like a you thing.
The girls would run and hide, and the boys would go and find them. And they would, when they found them, they can do what they want with the girl when they caught them. So the girls go hide, and the guys go find them, and you can do what you want. You can do what you want.
Is that
So you had to be first to the cute girl, you know.
always planning to see what that looks
right.
He's already saying he's 16. He's not.
Yeah, so yeah, you're like 10, 9 and 10, and you're playing that game, and you're just, you know. So then I don't know, and then
Right. So you don't really know what constitutes as the first time.
yeah, like did you really make something happen? I don't know, but you know,
How do you so bad?
by the time you get to 12 and 13 and 14, you've done something somewhere around the way. So then it's not even calculable that this is that time, because you might have got some other pleasures besides the, yeah.
Dogs when you were kids, even dirty puppies.
So there you go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no. All right, check this out.
Haunted house. You're kind of go grab what?
She said,
I'm going to give you an interesting story though to maybe end the night. I was at Virginia Tech and my first, and while I was at Virginia Tech, the most interesting time was we were both. Was that?
I'm just sorry.
She was making a joke.
You're like one time at band camp.
we had access to the mailroom. So we both had roommates, right? We were in dorms. So we went to the mailroom. And so we're on the floor of the mailroom. And the mailroom, the last slot in the mailroom was like down to like 2 feet. So every time somebody put the key in, this was like, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night. So every time I put the key in, I would have to drop and not like pump, right? To wait till they got the mail, close the door, and then we would start going again. So that's the most interesting time. And also, not my first time, but that's with my first.
You still get off to think about that, don't you?
I do.
Because you remember that really good.
I do, because it's so funny. Because I'm sitting there doing my thing, all of a sudden you heard the key go in. It's like, because people, especially on the bottom, because they, a lot of times when you put the mail in, you don't throw it all the way to the front because the slot was like from here to here. So sometimes they'll have to reach and they want to make sure they didn't miss any mail. So they'll look. So you have to kind of just make sure you're not doing your thing.
So every time you hear a key go into a lock, that gets you off. Huh?
No.
I'm going to go check the mail, baby.
I'll be right back. It's only going to take me a second, baby. You sit there.
All right. I think we're going to wrap it up right here. That's pretty good. That's good stuff, guys.
Yeah, I think y'all
before we go real quick,
good scenery.
Now I want to tell you the advice you gave me last show, man. That was really good. I shared it with my friend, and it really helped them. Did you hear me?
What'd you say, Christo?
The advice you gave me the last show about what's on your mind, whatever your thoughts go towards to chase that. I shared that with them, and it really helped them. It's
that's
volumes
awesome.
to them,
Yeah.
That was really good stuff, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. That's what I do. What you focus on expands.
All right. So next show we'll be broadcasting from Nat's place.
Sure.
Maybe.
Let me know. Seriously, let me know.
All right, we'll be there. Had the drinks ready.
All right, y'all. Good show. Do stuff.
Anyways,
Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Have a good
Thanks,
night.
everybody.
take care.
You too. Have a good night.